I'll put it in sports terms why you got fired. You were fucking with O.J. too much. That's exactly why you were fired, man.
Well, I don't know.
That's his buddy.
Yeah, it's his buddy.
Yeah. Well, that's why you got canned.
O.J.'s a good guy. I mean, he's not. Potential jurors for the O.J. Simpson case were asked to fill out a 75-page jury questionnaire this week. In the entire state of California, only one person got a perfect score. Chow Ming Wu, who after the trial plans to attend Caltech. By the way, you can now purchase a bronze statue of the Juice for only $3,395. And for an even $5,000, you can buy one that Al Cowlings has kissed the ass of. O.J. Simpson's new fitness video was released this week, and hitting the shelves next week, Simpson's newest video, Dorf on Stalking. The crowd is torn. According to retailers, the most popular Halloween mask this year is O.J. Simpson. And the most popular Halloween greeting is, I'll kill you and that guy who's bringing over your glasses, or treat. And the Pope came out with a book this week, which contains a series of essays examining faith and morality in today's secular world and the changing role of the Catholic Church as it approaches the 21st century. The book is entitled, God Himself Told Me That O.J. is Guilty. In other book news, Prince Charles released an autobiography in which he states that he never loved Princess Di and that his father pressured him to marry her. The book is entitled, Of Course O.J. Did It. I mean, come on. In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably... You don't get worse luck than that. And O.J. announced this week that he's coming out with a new book called I Want to Tell You. And if it's successful, O.J. will work on yet another book entitled From Football to Prison, My 25 Years of Showering with Other Men. And finally, in honor of the 50th anniversary of their first publication, Random House will be releasing special commemorative issues of many Dr. Seuss classics. The first to hit the bookshelves will be Green Eggs and Ham and O.J. is Guilty. Judge Ito was interviewed this week by a local TV station in Los Angeles. Asked by the interviewer if it was appropriate for a supposedly impartial judge to be on TV with his case still pending, Ito said, maybe not, but how appropriate is it to kill your ex-wife? It was revealed today that O.J. Simpson told police that Nicole Brown Simpson used to beat him up. He also claimed that she and Ron Goldman killed him. O.J. Simpson's lawyers have decided to skip hearings on DNA evidence and go right to trial. Asked why they did this, the lawyers replied, we want to get O.J. acquitted as speedily as possible so he can get back to doing what he does best, killing people. Well, let's get to O.J. O.J. Simpson's lawyers say they don't want the families of Nicole Brown and Ronald Goldman in the courtroom during the trial. They're afraid the presence of the family members will just remind O.J. of how much more killing he still has to do. Well, O.J. Simpson's lawyers stopped feuding this week, finally. The Dream Team, F. Lee Bailey and Robert Shapiro, were able to put aside their differences and express their admiration for each other after O.J. threatened to cut their heads off. According to the National Transportation Safety Board, sleepy truckers are responsible for 1,000 deaths a year. In second place, O.J. Simpson at 2 deaths a year. It was revealed this week that defense lawyer Johnny Cochran once abused his first wife. In his defense, Cochran said, "Hey, at least I didn't kill her like some people I know." Tomorrow, Judge Lance Ito will take O.J. and the jury on a tour of the now famous crime scene. For the jury, it will be their first look at the actual location. Of course, for O.J., it will be just a case of been there, done that. Judge Lance Ito was happy with the jurors' field trip to the crime scene last week. It went off without a hitch, said Ito. Not one murder. O.J.'s pal Al Cowlings now has a 1-900 number. For $2.99 a minute, Cowlings will tell callers that O.J. is innocent. And for $3.99 a minute, he'll try to do it without laughing. And this week, Simpson defense lawyers questioned witnesses about a half-melted container of ice cream found at the murder site. The Simpson defense has seized upon the ice cream for 2 reasons. 1, it may help fix the time of the murders, and 2, it was the only thing in the murder scene without any of O.J.'s blood on it. To illustrate the point that their client is running out of money to defend himself, O.J. Simpson's lawyer said this week that if he had to do it over again, after killing his victims, O.J. would now rob them as well. We went... Was O.J. Simpson high on speed the night of the murders? Absolutely not, said defense attorney Johnny Cochran today. And a simple test of any of O.J.'s blood found at the crime scene will prove it. And O.J. pal Al Cowling said this week that in looking for the truth in the O.J. Simpson case, he sometimes talks to a picture of Nicole Brown Simpson, something that in the past would have gotten him killed by O.J. F. Lee Bailey said this week that if the defense only knew what Ron Goldman's last words were, they might be able to find the real killer. You know, if you ask me, Goldman's last words were probably, "Hey, you're O.J. Simpson." Oh no, O.J. has struck again. How about that? Not a good thing. And in court this week, Cato Kalin testified that O.J. Simpson did not appear angry before or after the period of his wife's murder. But Kalin admitted he could have been a touch edgy while he was actually murdering her. Might have been a... Hertz Rental Car Company announced this week that it will buy 520,000 vehicles, increasing its worldwide fleet 24%. In addition, they will try to find a new spokesman who won't kill his ex-wife. This week at the O.J. Simpson trial, the infamous bloody glove was finally introduced into evidence, and O.J. didn't help his case any by blurting out, "There it is, I've been looking all over for that thing." Testimony during the final week provided some spellbinding moments. In a brilliant move during closing arguments, Simpson attorney Johnny Cochran put on the knit cap prosecutors say O.J. wore the night he committed the murders. Although O.J. may have hurt his case when he suddenly blurted out, "Hey, easy with that. That's my lucky stabbing hat." And a new shocker in the O.J. Simpson trial. This afternoon, Judge Lance Ito dismissed yet another juror, a 45-year-old African-American male, for failing to tell the court that he had once worked for Hertz Rent-A-Car and that he had once held Nicole Brown Simpson's glasses while O.J. killed her. Dismissed Simpson juror Jeanette Harris revealed in interviews this week that the jury is torn by dissension and is already divided into 2 camps, those who think he is guilty and those who are really, really stupid. A bad week for the prosecution of the O.J. Simpson trial. Under intense cross-examination by defense lawyer Barry Scheck, LAPD crime expert Dennis Fung admitted that he may have contaminated the crime scene when he accidentally dropped a big bucket full of O.J.'s DNA. Our top story tonight, this week in the O.J. Simpson trial. After grisly photos of the murdered Nicole Brown Simpson were shown in court, O.J. turned his head away and wept. It was at that moment that he realized he would never be able to kill her again. Well, in a questionable move by the defense team this week, O.J. Simpson demonstrated how to stab two people at the same time. Remember 12 Angry Men, the classic courtroom drama? Well, the first film about the O.J. Simpson case is in the works. It's entitled 9 Angry Black People, 2 Scared Asians, and a White Guy Who Hasn't Spoken Since Rosa Lopez. Well, the trial of the century is over. Late yesterday, the fate of O.J. Simpson, the most famous murder suspect in United States history, was placed in the hands of the jurors. They must now decide whether to free him or get all their heads cut off.
Straight to the heart. I went a long time acting like I was a broken apart by you.
Thanks, I'm Norm MacDonald, and now the fake news. Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California. Two hours after the verdict, LA police had their first solid lead in the hunt for the real killers. A new witness has come forward who saw 3 men fleeing the crime scene the night of the murders. Police have released this sketch and would like to hear from anyone who has seen these 3 individuals. On Tuesday at 1:15, the moment the Simpson verdict was delivered, Court TV scored its highest ratings ever. An hour later, the channel went out of business. Well, that covers the main developments in the O.J. Simpson case this week. And after all, other important things are going on in the world. Now more O.J. Simpson. When Simpson trial juror Gina Rodborough returned home this week, her little girls were delighted to have her back. And no wonder. She lets him get away with murder. Our top story tonight. Following his shocking acquittal 2 weeks ago, O.J. Simpson vowed never to rest until the real killers of Nicole Brown Simpson are brought to justice. And the manhunt continues. After initially vowing never to rest until his wife's killers are brought to justice, O.J. Simpson this week changed his pledge slightly. He now vows to have sex with hot-looking models. Meanwhile, this week, O.J. took girlfriend Paula Barbieri to see the erotic murder mystery Jade. Other moviegoers took the couple's presence in stride, though they did become uncomfortable when O.J. repeatedly shouted out, "You call that a stabbing? Simpson had been discussing marriage with girlfriend Paula Barbieri, but reportedly she has called the wedding off. Her fear was that if they married, she would be brutally murdered. And then someone would try to pin it on O.J. The L.A. District Attorney's Office has given Marcia Clark and Christopher Darden bonuses of over $10,000 for, quote, lengthy hard time duty, unquote, in the O.J. Simpson case. A spokesman for the DA said that the prosecutor's bonuses would have been even higher, except for the fact that they let a killer go free. According to a report out this week, O.J. Simpson is still extremely angry that Robert Shapiro began writing a book while he was defending the football legend. However, Simpson is extremely pleased that he got away with killing his wife and that waiter. A down-and-out O.J. Simpson, depressed that all of his money-making ideas have failed, has decided to go back to doing what he does best: killing people. In a surprise move, O.J. Simpson has offered to give an interview to CNN with, quote, absolutely no ground rules. But interviewers Greta Van Susteren and Roger Cossack have asked for one: don't kill us. In sworn testimony this week, Paula Barbieri admitted that she had broken up with O.J. Simpson the very night Nicole Brown Simpson was killed. Boy, that had to be a tough day for O.J., huh? First he gets dumped by his girlfriend, then Colombian hitmen kill his wife. Man, that's... You gotta... In an effort to raise money for his enormous legal bills, O.J. Simpson this week began marketing a video which attempts to prove his innocence. Should the tape not sell, Simpson has a backup idea: his very own video of the actual murders themselves. This week on NBC's Dateline, 3 members of the Simpson jury explained their not guilty votes and argued that if Simpson had killed his wife, there should have been blood stains all over his gate, front door, and light switches. Also this week, Simpson friend Al Cowlings released his video, How to Get Blood Stains Off Gates, Front Doors, and Light Switches. In his civil court deposition this week, O.J. Simpson denied under oath that he ever punched, kicked, or slapped his ex-wife Nicole. Oh, great. As if O.J. isn't busy enough tracking down the real killers, now he's got to track down the real wife beater, too. This guy is crazy. And in Brentwood, O.J. himself was spotted manning a lemonade stand with his daughter Sydney. Asked by reporters why sales were so poor, O.J. replied, "Beats me," and then he went back to cutting lemons with a giant knife. A new development in the O.J. Simpson civil trial this week. According to sworn testimony, Nicole Brown Simpson had told her therapist that she was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson. Asked why he didn't report this earlier, the therapist said, "I was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson." I said getting beaten, and that may have hurt a little. According to a Senate Committee on Violence, Denise Brown has done more to bring attention to the cause of battered women than any other person. Well, almost any other person. Once again, O.J. gets the short shrift. In Los Angeles this week, Lyle and Eric Menendez were found guilty of first-degree murder. So, to review California law, it is killing your wife, legal. Killing your parents, illegal. A shocking new development in the O.J. Simpson case. Late this afternoon, a high-ranking official in the Los Angeles Police Department admitted to Geraldo Rivera that the police did conspire to frame O.J. Simpson for the murders of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. However, they called the conspiracy off when they got to the murder scene and found that O.J. really did do it. While in England, where he spoke at Oxford University, Simpson had defended actor Marlon Brando's criticism of Hollywood Jews. Later, from his island hideaway, Brando sent O.J. a telegram which read, "You're not helping." Arriving back in the U.S. after his week in London, O.J. Simpson was asked by a reporter why he hadn't spent Mother's Day with his children. A visibly annoyed Simpson replied, "Idiot, I didn't spend Mother's Day with my kids because I killed their mother." Well, more O.J. Simpson news. On Friday, the Juice officially endorsed Bill Clinton for president, adding, quote, "I'd like to help him any way I can." To which the president replied, "Well, there is one thing." In Los Angeles this week, the defense suffered a setback in the second O.J. trial when Simpson was ordered to turn over a secret videotape which lawyers say contains proof of his guilt. What's on the tape? The first O.J. trial. Finally this week, lawyers in the new O.J. Simpson trial actually found a prospective juror who claims to know nothing about O.J. Simpson, the murders, or the first trial, and who told the court, quote, "I don't even know when it started or ended." Unfortunately, the man had to be disqualified when it was learned that he had been a juror in the first O.J. trial. During a recent interview on 2020, longtime O.J. Simpson friend Robert Kardashian said he now believes Simpson may be guilty, though he did add that had he believed O.J. was guilty at the time, he never would have agreed to hide his bloody clothes and knife. At his civil trial in Los Angeles this week, O.J. Simpson attorneys began their case with an attack on Nicole Brown Simpson's character. Outraged Brown family lawyers responded, quote, "Nicole is a victim. No matter what she did, she certainly did not cut her own throat." To which Simpson's attorneys replied, "On the contrary, that is precisely what we intend to prove." At the Simpson civil trial this week, O.J. and Fred Goldman got into an explosive shouting match. Mr. Goldman bellowed at O.J., "Don't give me that damn look," while O.J. shouted back, "I wasn't even looking at you. You're just mad because I killed your son." Against the Jets last week, Buffalo Bills running back Thurman Thomas broke O.J. Simpson's career rushing record, and the week before, he surpassed Simpson in career touchdowns. Next up for Thomas, an attempt to kill 3 people at once. O.J. Simpson was in a different courtroom this week, attempting to regain custody of his 2 children. In order to prove to the court how much he loves his kids, O.J. pointed out, quote, "Hey, they're still alive, aren't they?" This week in Los Angeles civil court, an FBI expert testified that shoe prints left by the killer exactly matched shoes belonging to O.J. Simpson. In response, O.J. stood up and exclaimed, "Wait a minute. Wait a doggone minute. I just figured it out. The real killer is me." According to researchers in Australia, koala bears have fingerprints so close to those of human beings that they could easily be mistaken by police at the scene of a crime. It should be noted, however, that the research was funded by O.J. Simpson. So, our top story tonight comes from the O.J. Simpson civil trial, where this week it was revealed that in his first interview with police, Simpson had refused to take a lie detector test. His reason? It detects lies. This week at the O.J. Simpson civil trial, the focus shifted from the defendant to the alleged character flaws of Nicole Brown Simpson. Attorney for O.J. hammered away at her lifestyle, citing sexual promiscuity, drug use, and the fact that she married a double murderer. Meanwhile, Simpson defense attorney Robert Baker argued that a dark spot in a crime scene photo was a, quote, mystery shoe print, suggesting that there were actually 2 killers. O.J. hopes this will support his theory that he did not act alone. In dramatic testimony this week at a civil trial, O.J. Simpson said he didn't commit suicide only because, quote, my mother told me you don't go to heaven if you kill yourself. Oddly, his mother did say, quote, it's okay to kill other people. In a unanimous verdict this week, a Santa Monica jury found O.J. Simpson liable for the wrongful deaths of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman, awarding the plaintiffs damages of $8.5 million. Reacting to the verdict, Simpson insisted that he has nowhere near that amount of money and that his only remaining asset is 30 pairs of Brune Mali shoes. The announcement of the verdict came toward the end of President Clinton's annual State of the Union address, and to many observers, completely overshadowed the event. Even the president was distracted during his speech, waiting to hear exactly how much it costs to kill your wife. Our top story tonight, this week at the civil trial of O.J. Simpson, the jury, which had earlier found him liable in the deaths of Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson, this week tacked on an additional $25 million in punitive damages. On hearing the news, Simpson declared, quote, this is far from over. Asked to clarify that statement, O.J. said, quote, I'm going to kill more people. What do you think I meant? The first place in Weekend Update's Most Romantic Valentine contest goes to David Delafera of Kearney, New Jersey. Yesterday, Mr. Delafera, who works as a fireman here in the city, climbed the ladder of a fire truck up to the third-floor office window of his girlfriend, Alexandra. There, with a dozen roses and a wedding ring, he proposed to her in front of all her co-workers. Congratulations, David. And coming in last place for the third year in a row, O.J. Simpson. At a book signing in New York this week, Fred Goldman once again offered to forget the millions owed to him by O.J. Simpson if he would simply admit to the Brentwood murders. A visibly annoyed O.J. responded, why in the world would I do that when I have no intention of paying you anyway? More bad news for O.J. This week, HarperCollins reached an agreement with the Brown family to publish his late wife's diary. Especially troublesome to Simpson is this final entry. Dear Diary, I have to run now because O.J. is here to murder me. And also the guy who returned my glasses. I think he might murder him, too. Also this week, a California newspaper revealed that O.J. Simpson was awarded custody of his children mainly because a court-ordered psychological test showed that he is a loving father. It should be noted, however, that the same test also showed that he was a loving husband. According to O.J. Simpson's niece, Terry Baker, when O.J.'s mother, Eunice Simpson, first heard about the slaying of Nicole Brown, she exclaimed, he did it. Reached for comment, O.J. said, my mom was just guessing. I hadn't even told her yet. Meanwhile, O.J. himself may have some explaining to do. For months, he has denied hiding financial assets, including valuable sports mementos, from the Brown and Goldman families. But earlier today, Simpson pal A.C. Cowlings was stopped as he tried to leave the country. In the backseat of his Bronco, police found O.J.'s Heisman Trophy, disguised with a tiny fake beard. More bad news for O.J. Simpson. This week, a Los Angeles court ordered him to turn over his Heisman Trophy to the Goldman family. In addition, the same court may order Simpson to surrender a coffee mug inscribed, World's Greatest Husband. More followed from the recent conviction of British au pair Louise Woodward on murder charges. This week, her attorney, Barry Scheck, lashed out at the legal system, saying, quote, what kind of sick society do we live in where an innocent girl is sent to prison, while a double murderer like O.J. Simpson goes free? Kind of a... In a statement with profound legal implications, the FBI announced this week that for the first time, its experts can now identify an individual with 100% accuracy through his DNA. And really, when you think about it, the timing could not have been better, said former football great O.J. Simpson. He was good on the gridiron. Oh, there's a phone call here. Here, I have a phone. Let me see now. Who would this be? Hello?
Hey, Norm, what's up? It's OJ.
OJ! Hey! Hi, OJ. Hey, what have you been up to?
I just got back from the movie.
Oh, the movie. What'd you say?
Beautiful girls.
Oh, yeah. Who's in that again?
Oh, you know, Uma Thurman, Lauren Harley, Mira Sorvino, Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell's in Beautiful Girls?
I know, Norm. I was nonplussed myself.
Anyway there, Juice. Hey, how's it going with the, the manhunt there for the killers?
Oh, Norm, don't ask.
Not good, huh?
That is an understatement. I'm no closer to finding the real killers today than I was when I started. It's like they vanished into thin air.
Oh, well, give it time there, OJ. You know, it can't be that bad.
Oh, believe me, it is that bad. Sometimes I feel like I might as well shut down the whole investigation.
Oh, come on now. Hey, did anything ever come out of that lead you picked up there about the shadowy figure leaving the crime scene?
No, you're not going to believe it. It turns out that was me.
Well, so I guess that's a dead end, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hey, how about that guy that was seen running back to your house by limo driver Alan Parks?
Well, guess what? That turns out that was me also.
Oh. Well, what are you going to do, huh?
Nothing you can do. Sometimes you just have to laugh. Anyway, Norm, while I have you here, I was going to ask you a favor.
Oh, yeah, sure, Juice. What is it?
I produced a video dealing with some of the inconsistencies in the evidence, and I've been having trouble getting the 800 number out on the airwaves.
Really? I'll put it out.
Okay, that would be great. It's 1-800-555-0165.
Oh, okay. That's 1-800-555-0165?
Right. 1-800-555-0165.
Okay, 1-800-555-0165. Okay. Hey, what's the video cost there, OJ? Was it like $100?
Oh, no, it's $29.95.
$29.95? Good Lord, that's nothing.
Yeah, well...
You're practically giving it away.
We're trying to price it so that the average person can afford to buy it.
Well, OJ, the question's not can the average person afford to buy it. The question is, can the average person afford not to buy it?
Well, we think it's a quality video.
Well, the price is certainly right. Hey, let me ask you a favor, OJ. Can I give out that number one more time?
Sure.
Okay, then. That's 1-800-555-0165.
Right. Okay, Norm, I'm going to let you go.
Okay, Juice. Hey, take care, buddy. O.J. Simpson, everybody. O.J. Simpson. O.J. the Juice. Well, in a sworn deposition this week, O.J. Simpson claimed that he never, ever beat, choked, or hit his ex-wife with a closed or open fist. Luckily for O.J., lawyers forgot to ask if he'd ever cut her head off. First of all, Amy Schumer came from last time. Amy Schumer, I consider Amy Schumer the funniest person on the planet. if you take me out of the equation.
No, I meant me.
Oh, that's why you were coughing?
That's why I was clearing my throat, yeah. Not you.
I thought you were clearing your throat for me.
No.
No, taking you out of the equation.
Yeah.
But you're funny in a different way.
Yeah,
you know?
thank you, buddy.
Acerbic wit back on display as a judge on NBC's Last Comic Standing, reality show that aims to find the best stand-up talent in the country. One of their winners, Amy Schumer, of course.
Amy Schumer, I think, right now, is the funniest person in the entire world.
Do you really?
Really?
Yeah. Not woman.
Person.
I don't disagree with that. I'd put you up there, but she's close.
I wasn't counting me. Counting me, she's the second funniest person in the world.
Our viewers comment as they watch this online, and someone's just commented. Natalie says, on the Today Show, you said that Amy Schumer is the funniest person in the world. How does she compare to Letterman?
Oh, Letterman's funnier. But I was talking about the new generation of people that are out.
Yeah.
I consider, personally, and I take myself out of the equation, that Amy Schumer is the funniest person in the world. Now, if I were to put myself in the equation, I would say Amy Schumer is the second most funniest person in the world.
Well, you already said Dave's funnier, so she's third now.
Well, but Dave's retired.
But he's still a person.
I know, but it's hard to know if he's funny or not because he's living in Wyoming with a buffalo going, ah!
I don't believe he is. I think he's just back in Connecticut, where he always lived.
That's what, what's his name, used to say, Rickles.
Rickles used to say that.
Well, he
lived
used to
in
say,
Wyoming?
no, he used to say, there's one guy in a shed with a rake going, ah! Like, he just say stuff that made no sense. That's what I loved about Rickles.
Yeah, right.
This is a fun story. I'll give you this. I don't think I've ever told this one. I was writing like bad sketch jokes my like first year in LA with a friend of mine at the Coffee Bean. I don't even think it's there anymore, across from the mall. And it's late and they're about to close down. And in walks Norm MacDonald. And the girl says to me, who I'm writing with, this girl that I worked with at a production company, she says to me, she goes, "Oh yeah, you know who that is, right?" And I go, "Holy fuck, holy shit." And she goes, "That's the Bob Dole guy." I go, "The Bob Dole guy?"
Oh, I would have ripped her eyes out.
Hey, I'm Bob Dole. And pipe down, you damn hoodlum.
I mean, I was like, "It's fucking Norm MacDonald." And
Yeah.
she's like, "No, I know, I forgot his name." I was like,
Oh,
what?
God.
So we sit there and I'm kind of fanboying out and I'm just kind of, like not trying to face him, and he's ordering coffee and I keep kind of looking over just to like, cause you just want to get a glimpse. Cause when I'm 22, I just moved to LA. I was like, fuck, holy shit, it's Norm MacDonald. He comes in there where the coffee is. He looks over. She's a pretty girl. Okay. And obviously doesn't see me at all. Doesn't know I exist. And he's kind of trying to talk her up a little bit. He's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And she goes, "Oh, we're writing sketches." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I know a thing or two about sketches." And both of us were like, "Yeah, no, we know." Like, and I started stumbling. I'm like, "No, I'm a fan of your sketches."
Right. Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go next door. I'm gonna get a Steinbeck novel, Barnes and Noble. There used to be a Barnes and Noble." He goes,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna get a Steinbeck novel." I'm laughing, thinking he's just making jokes. And he goes, I'll be back. Okay, I'll be back." And he
Yeah.
walks out, and I'm like, "Whoa, how fucking cool was that?" Hand to God, he comes back in with a Steinbeck novel and sits down by us and just starts talking.
Oh, my God.
I swear on my life.
Oh, my God.
It was almost like you started a Norm engine and he just wanted to talk. So he just started talking and talking and talking and telling stories. And I shouldn't tell it, like, I don't want to fuck it up, but the best story he told, I said, "What was your most, like, secret fun thing that happened at SNL that, like, like, what was some inside shit?" And he goes, Smigel and I, Robert Smigel. If you don't know who Robert Smigel is, he's Triumph the Insult Comic Dog.
Mr. Rickles, this may be presumptuous on my part, but I would be so honored. May I sniff your butt?
He goes, Smigel and I, we used to write sketches for Tracy, because we knew Tracy Morgan. We knew Tracy, you know, he was bad in table reads. He couldn't read for shit. You know, he's a fucking stumble through words, you know? So one time we wrote this sketch that we knew was going to tank. Lauren hated it. And we showed it to Tracy anyway because we knew he had trouble reading. He had someone helping him read. He had bad time with S's. So we wrote this sketch about this guy who's like a gay animal handler named Brian Fellows. Do you remember that sketch?
Yeah.
Brian Fellows?
Brian Fellows spent 4 years in Thailand as a volunteer for and later director of the Southeast Asian Animal Rescue Project. He subsequently served as Director of Animal Operations at the San Diego Zoo and Undersecretary of the Interior for Wildlife Management.
Brian Fellows, Brian Fellows, Brian Fellows, Safari Planet.
And he goes, yeah, if you look, the best part for us was it was Brian Fellows, apostrophe S, Safari Planet. It was 3 S's in a row is the sketch that we pitched. So in the room, even though the sketch was bad, we knew Tracy would go, Brian Fellows, this is Brian Fellows.
I'm Brian Fellow! Yes, I'm well aware, and I didn't mean to insinuate anything by that. I apologize. Oh, that's okay. Let me tell you, I once saw a video of a monkey washing a cat. That's crazy! Okay. All right, this is nuts. You clearly overstated your credentials. I'm wasting my time here. I'm Brian Fellow. Good, go and take that monster with you and tell him to stop smiling at me.
And Norm goes, he goes, that is the funniest thing. We used to fuck with Tracy all the time. And dude, I was like, my heart was filled with comedy warmth.
Yeah.
This is the most wild part. Again, I don't believe that this happened. To myself, I'm going, this is a lie. You're making this up.
Right.
But she's my proof. We walk out when they finally close the doors. After they're like, Mr. McDonald, you can stay. You know, the Coffee Bean kids are sitting just listening. We all walk outside, and he starts taking off, kind of headed north on La Cienega. And as a joke, my friend goes, do you want to ride? Are you walking? And he goes, no, I don't want to get in the car with you. And we start laughing, and he goes, okay, shotgun. And he comes and runs, sits in the front seat.
No.
I swear to God on my life.
Oh, my God.
Her car. I'm sitting in the back seat, and he's showing us where to go, and we drop him off at his house, and at this complex. And he gets out, and he kind of opens the door, and we didn't say anything the whole car ride.
Right.
We just listened to him going, left here, right here. And he gets out, and he turns and looks in the car, and all he said, he just goes, good luck, or whatever, and closes the door.
Wow.
Yeah. That was my Norm MacDonald moment in comedy. But because he was one of those guys that I was like, when he did Weekend Update, I was like, that's the funniest guy to read.
He was the best at that.
Yeah, because
I don't find it funny. He was the only person that I found funny in that position.
He didn't care. The jokes were him making a joke about the joke.
Right. I think that's
how
what it was.
funny it was.
Yeah. And
after I saw him do that, I thought that's the guy that can write jokes better than anybody that I didn't know anyone that could write a joke like that where it's like, it's really clever, it's funny, but he throws it in the trash. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like he wrote it, he's like, ha ha, and throws it away.
Bahrain.
Norm MacDonald.
Oh, hey, Chris. What's up?
Dude, I love your show on Netflix. It's so awesome to see you on there and interviewing like all these people and stuff. It's so laid back. It's great.
Yeah, it's fun because I'm getting to interview whoever I want, although that list is running short.
You were always great on Letterman. Did you ever do like Carson?
The first time I ever did the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson with guest host Jay Leno, which wasn't as good as the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. But the guy told me, he said, you're not a Johnny comic, you're more of a Jay comic. I'm like, really? Oh, that sucks. But anyways, Barry Manilow was the other guest, right? So he has these people that follow him around everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
It's all these old ladies and stuff. So the entire crowd was filled with Barry Manilow fans. It was the first time ever doing the show. So right before we were about to go on, Doc Severinsen, the band leader, right?
Yep.
He goes out and he goes, folks, after the break, we'll come back with a comic. It's Barry Manilow's favorite comic. Like he was so nice. And so then I walk out and the crowd like applauds for like a minute.
Wow.
Like it didn't even make any sense. And then they just laugh wherever they feel they should. You know, sometimes it was halfway through a joke. And that was Barry Manilow's favorite comic.
So when you get a call like the Tonight Show saying we want you on there and you're all excited, then they go, it's the night that Jay Leno's hosting. You were bummed out?
Oh yeah, it was this guy. It was this, his name was Jim McCauley, and he booked the Tonight Show. So I got to L.A., I was like, I'm going to be the last guy, you know, the last comic that he anoints, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like doing spots every night, and then saw me after the show, and he goes, well, you're more of a J comic. And I'm like, well, what is that? What does it mean? And what does that mean, you know? He's like, you know, Jay's taking over. I'm like, no, I know, but I'm like, it'd be cool with Johnny. And he's like, well, if Jay, you know, if you do good with Jay, Johnny will watch, as if Johnny's going to watch, you know, on his day off, like the guy he hates, you know. So,
right.
So it was depressing to get the Tonight Show with guest host Jay Leno.
Yeah, I watch, you know, like a Seinfeld show and stuff, and him and like Gary Shandling really get excited about the whole thing about being on Carson, and I guess, you know, I understand that whole thing because, like, for me to go on to go on Stern, they equate it to that as far as radio. Yeah, but
I mean, that's the closest I've ever been, actually. Well, Letterman or Stern.
Right.
Now, I've heard you on Stern. It's great.
Yeah, it's fun. It's great going on there.
You always phone him about something, and he's like, I hear you're getting fired again.
Yeah. That's awesome that he's heard that.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's. I think that's the only reason why a lot of these comics will do our shows, because they heard me getting fired on Stern.
So he is the coolest.
Are you going to do another special?
Yeah, I'm going to do another kind of a different type of special.
What do you mean?
But, well, I haven't quite figured it out yet, but when I do, you'll be the first to know.
Good.
If Norm was going to build his super team of like a comedy tour, who would it be? Who would you have on that tour with you?
Oh, I'd pick Brian Regan.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there'd be three. So it'd be Brian Regan, me, and Chris Bosch.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. No, he's more of just his face.
Yeah, he looks like a Simpson. Right?
Looks like a velociraptor.
Yeah, he does.
A raptor.
He does.
You know what is funny is the other night I was watching when you had Bob Saget on your show, and I videotaped it with my phone.
He said it to all of us.
Yeah, I said it to all my friends about the part where you guys were doing the joke thing, and you see, whenever you start talking about black weed, Saget gets so uncomfortable. Hilarious.
Saget is funny. If you hang out with Saget, he's so famous because he had those two shows that were so gigantic,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah.
So anyways, everyone recognizes him everywhere he goes.
Everywhere.
All they ever say is, you're Bob Saget. And then he goes, thank you.
Would you have taken those gigs, Norm?
Oh, no, I would not, no. I've done stupid non-accepting things before. Like one time I didn't accept this thing, because I don't know how anything works, and then it was a cartoon, and then it became a really popular cartoon, and then later my manager said, oh, you would have made huge money off that. I'm like, oh, you should have told me. I thought a cartoon was just made no money, you know. But
Norm MacDonald's the greatest, dude. Thanks for coming on again. You're always awesome.
Thanks, man. Peace.
Hey, this occurred to me today. ID, which I had to show it again. There's a strange abbreviation when you think about it. I is short for I. And then D is short for dentification. They could have split that one up a little better, you know? But I watch the TV, I watch the news, make you afraid, the news, you know? Put all these stories on, Iraq, Iran, North Korea, you know, try to scare you, you know? But does it ever really scare you? Like, you ever wake up in the middle of the night, North Korea! That little tiny country across the ocean. I wonder if they'll get me. Plus, didn't MASH settle that like 20 years ago?
That's the great Norm MacDonald here on the Kid Chris Show.
We're back with our remaining moments on Larry King Live. We bring two of the great talents, both formerly of Saturday Night Live, with us. David Spade is in Los Angeles. Norm MacDonald is here in New York. And now,
hello, Norm.
Say hello to him.
Hi, David. David and I apparently are having some kind of feud. He left this message on my machine.
So what is this,
What is
David?
that? I
Did you
don't
not
know.
want to appear with him tonight?
Norm,
Come on, David. Tell us.
I wouldn't pay $300 to have my hair blow dry to be treated like this. No, your hair is great.
Do you feel, David, that the star spotlight has been taken away by you, by McDonald tonight?
No, I don't mind. It should be.
Oh,
Norm's my buddy. Norm's one of the best guys out there. I've been watching this whole show, laughing my head off. I don't think Larry knows that Norm's a little kooky. And he's got some funny stuff to say.
What do you make of that? He's accusing you of not having all the marbles.
Good Lord.
Not shocked.
Not having all the marbles? I'll tell you something about marbles. I haven't seen a kid play marbles for years. China Syndrome is a great rental.
He's doing my column now. Okay.
Of all the colors, blue is my favorite.
Stop that.
Where is John Stamos?
When do you two go to work together? Why don't you do a movie together?
We'd love to. We've been trying to for a long time, right, Dave? Yeah. Norm's one of the few super funny guys out there that I'm trying to keep up with. He's a blast, and whatever show gets him next will be in great shape.
Well, David, do you think he's going to do a weekend update on the new Howard Stern show?
It seemed like that's what you told him. So.
It seems like that to me. I don't know why he's in some sort of denial over this.
Norm's a little tricky, but he's in demand, so I think they'll have him if he wants to do it.
Maybe Meet the Press will ask you to do it, and he'll come back then.
Meet the Press would be great. Tim Russert, right?
Yeah, you and Tim.
Me and Tim would be a great...
Load of laughs.
Oh, you guys lost me. He doesn't know Tim Russert. What do you think about Tim Russert? He only knows supermodels. I get blank stares.
Yeah,
Hey, listen, Larry, you live next to me in Beverly Hills now. You knew Clampett. You're right next to me. Clampett. I just heard. You're going to come by
don't give the address.
We're going to I know where you are. You're by Nate and Al's. My house has a water wiggle out front, and you're going to have to come by and hang out with me. What is that?
What's a water wiggle?
That's his thing for a supermodel. What an idiot. You're going to be part of Neighborhood Watch with me, and you're going to hold up your end. I don't care if you're out of town a lot.
Where do you live, Norm?
I live in New York City.
Here, the Gotham.
Yeah, the Big Apple.
But I've seen you in L.A.
Yeah,
I saw you with Chris Farley in New York.
Yeah, it's right
in L.A.
Los Angeles, me and Chris Farley. Yeah, his story doesn't check out, does it, Larry?
No, so you
got some holes in it. I live in Los Angeles.
Good observation, Spade.
I'm by...
Coastal.
Get it out,
By
Norm.
coastal, yeah.
By coastal.
No, what are you doing?
No, I'm kidding. I'm
We've had lots of admissions here tonight. Do you ever miss Saturday Night Live? Both the same question for both of you. David.
I miss hanging out with Norm and some other people there, but I don't miss how hard it was. It was a good 6-year run for me. It was fun.
But you don't miss doing the show?
I miss it in pieces. I'd like to host it, but right now, to do it every week, I'm too old now.
Norm?
I've only been gone like 1 week.
But you, unlike David, you were fired.
Yeah.
So distance is quicker to have. Do you miss it? All right, did you miss it last Saturday night? Did you watch it? You're stumbling.
I tell you something. I don't. Where I live, I don't get Saturday Night Live.
You know what, Larry? They showed.
I watch Saturday Night Live, but I don't get it.
Norm was at home with.
Stop stepping on the joke.
I don't know. I can't.
Me and Larry are doing a little vaudeville here.
I'm 2 minutes behind you on a tape delay.
David, what were you going to say?
I just heard the Siamese twins thing. No, I was saying that Norm sits home and there's just montage music and you hear, the road is long, and he's watching 6 TVs in his house.
I used to, when I did the show, I'd always take off right after updates so I could watch the rest of the show at home. You know.
Really?
Yeah, because, you know, they want you to stay till the end so you can wave, because everybody waves.
You're not a waver.
Well, it's odd because sometimes the show sucks, and then at the end of the show, you're out waving like a jackass.
But Norm, sometimes at the first 3 years I was never on, and I had to count that as a sketch.
David, thanks very much. Norm, thanks very much.
Thanks, Larry.
I want to thank Larry King for hosting this earlier.
Yeah, Larry,
very
was
good.
great.
Thanks for joining us. See you Monday night. Good night.
No, just thinking, you know, because they have that Viagra thing out.
Yeah.
And the other day, you know, Bob Dole came right out and said
he was one of the first.
Yeah. And, you know, you don't want to hear about Bob Dole's cock, you know? I mean, President Clinton's cock, Bob Dole's cock, what the hell? But mostly, an old man like that, an old man, you don't want him to have a super hard cock. You know what I mean?
Why?
Why? Because an old man, you want him to be, got a pipe going, a newspaper, the dog at his feet there.
Well, that, in some corners, is considered pipe.
Oh. But now they're going to have to create some goddamn pill that makes women aroused at the sight of a fucking 70-year-old dude with a super hard cock. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. This Viagra. It's insane. And you know what it's for? Impotent people. All right, it's for impotent guys. So get this. I read this. The pill can make your cock hard for 4 hours.
Right.
So now, who has the 4-hour hard cock? The impotent guy. The rest of us are fucked. Me and you got our regular cocks. Meanwhile, fucking Spade is, you know.
Curtis Spade.
Oh, man. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it coming.
Dude, I know you didn't. He brought it all around and then a vicious rip kick into his best friend's gut.
Once there's too much cock talk, I try to just zone out for a minute until it goes back the other way.
If there's too much cock talk, this guy has fevered nightmares all night. Dreams, I mean, like sweaty, fevered dreams from the cock talk that's been all over his head.
Why bury me twice? He's killing me.
No, he's a good man.
That erased it. All right.
No, he's a good man.
Who cares?
After all that, that's the whiteout he puts on.
Yeah, I know, it's awesome.
After he talks about you doing chin-ups on cock for 18 minutes. No, he's a good guy.
If you're gay, he's a completely straight guy. He gets a lot of ladies. You know that about him with the ladies.
Don't say ladies.
Women, girls.
Okay, thank you. Ladies, what are we, fucking on an FM station here?
He's Don Cornelius.
But these gay guys, man, I was reading, you know about the...
These gay guys.
I haven't even said hi yet. All right. Tell me what it is with these gay guys.
I know, I'm already...
I just read this thing about the George
You're reading
Michael.
a lot, aren't you?
Yeah, I got a little time off. Now I read the newspaper. And this really strikes me about the gay community. I don't know if they're a community, but... But
called West Hollywood.
Yeah, they're gay, and it's, you know, George Michaels. He hangs around the bathroom. He has sex with multiple guys. This is
no way. You got to get it right. Hangs around the bathroom, and it was described as a lewd behavior, but I don't remember sex with numerous guys.
Well,
is that what you took away from it?
What does he do?
What were you, in the next stall?
I could have been just having a nice bathroom regular thing.
I don't know what lewd behavior is, but I don't know that he was in there with numerous guys. But anyway, go ahead. We get the gist of it.
This is definitely a gay thing, like, because this is a pop superstar. You know what I mean? You're not going to walk into a bathroom and all of a sudden Farrah Fawcett's like, ah, you know? You're not going to...
What? I love it.
What I'm saying is, why would a famous...
What was she doing? Was there some sort of cervical belt sander thing, or what was that? Oh, Christ, what are you, Linda Blair?
They do. That's what they do. Right?
That's what ladies that I know do. But
good to know that primetime exposure's paying dividends there.
But I think that's what it is. It's that the gay, that's why they have separate bathrooms. Let's face it. If they had women and, you know, women, as you call them, I call them ladies. If you had them in the same bathroom,
Like Ally McBeal.
like you go in the bathroom to do your business, see a man about a dog there, you know, and you're in the bathroom. You're in the bathroom. All of a sudden, a beautiful lady comes out. Oh, here's my vagina and breasts. You're going to be hanging out at that bathroom a lot. So I don't blame anybody for anything.
Can you believe Olmeyer didn't get him?
We're all the same, man.
Have you ever met Olmeyer since then?
Don Olmeyer I met once, yeah, after he fired me.
Yeah.
Then I went and visited him in his office, which it wasn't an office I've never seen. It was like a wet bar and a bunch of weird sports trophies. He's a big sports guy, you know.
Yeah.
So he explained it to me what happened, but he did it all with sports stuff, you know. Like he said, man, you see, you're the number 3 hitter, but now you're going to be number 8. And then later on, Ken Griffey will show up. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And then I said, well, Christ, man, what the hell am I supposed to do? And he goes, I don't know, just walk it off, you know. And
I'll put it in sports terms why you got fired. You were fucking with OJ too much. That's exactly why you were fired, man.
Well, I don't know.
That's his buddy.
Yeah, it's his buddy.
Yeah, well, that's why you got canned.
OJ's a good guy. I mean, he's not...
We got to end on that, Normie, but there's what they'll remember you by. OJ's a good guy.
Man,
Thanks for coming on. Norm MacDonald and David Spade, stick around.
On your last show, I came out as a deep...
Take me on a journey. Take me far away from this life. I'd leave it in a hurry. Let's run away before morning light. You got me right.
Like some of your friends, like, you know, seriously, like those guys who came out of Saturday Night Live, like Sandler, you, Chris Rock. There's a lot of guys who sort of all of a sudden are like real big players.
Yeah, Norm got his own TV show.
Norm's doing well. What?
What?
Do you hang out with Norm, or is it impossible?
It's pretty impossible because he's crazy.
He is.
In L.A., I call him and he goes, I go, what happened last week? I called you to go on. You called me? And I go, yeah. On my phone? I go, yeah. And he goes, oh, yeah, I got that. I go, you didn't call me back? No.
And he's serious.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And yeah, I know. Like, I have him on the show.
I love him, though. He's the funniest guy around. I think you need to be kind of crazy to be really funny.
He is very funny. I love him, too. And he has a gambling problem, you know.
Yeah.
He was telling us
no
how
secret.
He was all excited that he had $80,000. He won $80,000 in Vegas, but he had lost like $100,000 on basketball.
Right. And that's on nickel slots. That's how serious he is.
Did you always know he had a gambling problem?
Mm-hmm.
You did. When did you know that? At Saturday Night Live?
I first knew he had a pee in a bottle problem.
Right.
Remember that? You always talk about
Yeah, it's
that.
great.
And then I
Does he still save his urine? Do you know?
I don't know. He used to put it in Ziploc baggies, sign it, and send it to fans.
Is that true?
No.
Oh.
But he did. He would take, after Saturday Night Live, they give you a car, a limousine, if you want to go to the party, and he would take it to Atlantic City.
Really?
He's a hard ass. He's hardcore, dude. I
know he'll even get into fist fights.
And then he'll stay at a table for hours and hours.
What do you think of that?
I feel lucky.
And then you don't even know if he's married or single. It's never really clear.
I don't know, but I know girls like him. He's you know, when you're that something's that wrong, they pick up on it and like it.
They like the tragedy of that.
Fixer-upper, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna make him a regular guy.
Right, but it never worked.
Because David always wore like cool jackets to get girls or whatever.
Yeah, did it work? Behind the scenes of that. I know.
Yeah, David gets girls like crazy.
Heather Locklear.
Yeah, like insanely
Name one.
beautiful
It's
girls.
because funny guys are attractive. Yeah. Funny's hot.
You've done a lot of
Yeah.
impressions. Funny.
Most
Look at him.
awkward
He's like,
come
really?
on I've ever heard in my life.
All I can say for sure is this, that it works this way with women. If there's one dude who beds a Kardashian and a Paris Hilton, he'll then get to, and a Lindsay Lohan, he'll get to mow through other Hollywood hot chicks.
Like David Spade is that guy.
Yeah, David Spade is that guy.
And I would say he's more, because Warren Beatty was always the gold standard, but Spade doesn't have the looks of Warren Beatty.
He's the aw shucks rapist.
Rapist?
Well, I don't know why you brought up rapist.
My Lord.
No, what I'm
God.
saying is Spade has quietly mowed through the entire bevy of blondes in this town, but he does it in a sort of unassuming way.
Yeah, Spade is an interesting character because he's outside of Hollywood. He makes fun of it, and yet he's deeply inside of Hollywood.
Balls deep, a lot.
Yeah,
many would argue.
No, but he'll be on red carpets, and I went out with him one time. He's like, "Let's go to a bar." We go to a fucking bar, and then people let us in, which is horrible. Past everybody.
Right.
You go, let those guys in.
Yeah, there goes Spade and his bodyguards. His haggard bodyguard.
Haggard is right. So
you and David Spade
that you like it.
are walking into a bar.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was saying that?
Yeah.
So we go into the bar, so it's packed with people, and I don't like a lot of people now. And then you get a little fucking plastic drink, and you drink it, and then Spade goes, "Let's get out of here." And I'm like, what? And I don't even want to be there, and you're an inch from somebody's face. And so then we go to another bar. He does the exact same thing.
Right.
Let's get out of here. So he just goes places and exits. But
I think there's a power. I think there's a certain power in leaving.
Yeah, I guess there is.
Yeah.
But with women, he plays the long game. Like he's always texting them. He doesn't bed them the night he meets them.
Mm-mm.
Like a year later.
Right.
But he's got so many on
He
his.
fucks them in the bathroom. Yeah, but not on a bed. Never on a bed.
Wait, no.
I hear what you're saying. I'm reading between the lines.
I can't talk about Dave. Now it's going to sound like I'm saying that about David.
No. What he does is he quietly, here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying. If you had a list of the famous coxmen of the town with the Warren Beatty's of the world and the Wilt Chamberlains and stuff like that, somewhere in the 13th spot would be David Spade.
Absolutely.
And everyone would go, how do you get on this list? A cute little blonde guy?
I'd
What
put
are you
him
talking
way
about?
farther up than that. Way farther up. I'd put him maybe number one.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
In terms of sheer numbers.
Quietly goes about his business.
Yes, he does. And
until we start talking about it.
I know we shouldn't. But he's very self-deprecating about it. But he also, he knows everything that a young girl knows. Like that beautiful 20-year-old. He can talk to them about keeping up with the Kardashians and whatever the hell.
Right.
And then, if I try to talk to a young girl, I go, "You ever watch Matlock?" It wouldn't work. But he has the same exact interest that they do.
Yeah.
So it really works, The porno magazine that they're putting in is Hairy Guy's Ass Illustrated.
Really? Yeah. Well, if you're going to only allow one, I would think that's the one, probably.
It's a good magazine, though.
It is a good,
It's not. It's not all just pictures of hairy guys' ass.
The articles are good, actually.
Yeah, I just read it for hairy guys' asses.
Well, see, that's you, Andy. Just people are all different.
He was telling me before the show that last week he went to the hairy guy's ass mansion.
It was great. Why didn't you? Andy has all the fun. He gets to all the big celebrity parties.
Right. Him and Jimmy Kahn.
You're picking Dole because he can do an impression. Yeah, your reasons aren't much better.
If I was going to pick a guy just because he showered with a lot of black guys, I'd pick Andy or something like that,
People don't have to know that.
No, he used to play ball. He used to play college ball.
Sure, he was,
In every branch of the armed forces.
Do you have a hero?
Norman Fell from Three's Company.
That's your hero?
Yeah. Mr. Roper. Yeah.
No, Mr. Roper?
Yeah.
That's not a good hero.
That's all I got.
Better than this guy's hero is some gay porn actor. Anyway.
What are you talking about? What?
I don't know. Insane. No. That doesn't mean a guy's gay. I'm not saying that. Because a guy watches gay porn all the time.
Cut to a single. Just of Norm, really?
Gay porn. I enjoy gay porn. I'm not gay. Gay porn is a genre that just cuts across all demographics. Young people, old people, straight people, the gay people enjoy it. Everybody likes gay porn. But this guy really likes it.
First ruined my reputation,
I'll
just
tell you
in
something.
passing.
This guy is not gay. If anybody's not gay, it's this guy.
Oh, I'm so... Seriously. I am so totally straight. Oh, yeah.
No, you are.
I love the ladies.
No, he does. No, he likes girls. Before I start with my jokes, I just want to say, like, I said a thing on last show about Andy enjoying gay porn.
Right, I remember you saying that.
And I thought later, that was just a stupid thing to do.
Well, I guess it was all forgotten until you just brought it up.
So, he doesn't like gay porn, you know? He doesn't like gay porn. So anyway.
I can't stand gay porn.
Right. You have to give up stuff on Lent. So every year on Lent, I give up stuff. And I made up a list, you know?
Oh, really?
Of stuff that I gave up. So I have it here in my pocket. Can I read it?
I would love to hear what Norm gave up for Lent. Yeah,
I gave up spending thousands of dollars trying to methodically seduce Andy's wife.
No more of that, huh? All right, that's very nice. Good for you.
What a relief. Plus, it gets in the idea that Andy has a wife.
Andy has a wife.
Oh, he does, I know.
I have a wife.
I know.
And
no, he has a great wife.
I don't like gay porn.
No, he has an excellent wife.
Don't like it.
All right, we're back, everybody. Stop comparing notes on gay porn, all right?
No. We were actually talking about the Sports Illustrated, the swimsuit issue.
Oh, yeah. You guys like that issue.
No, I love it. Andy said it's his least favorite Sports Illustrated.
Oh, shut up.
He says he can't.
Never mind. I'm going to say something.
I was talking to Andy before the show, and apparently I made a mistake one time in the show where I intimated that maybe Andy was into gay porno. You remember that?
I didn't, but now I do, yeah.
Which he is not into, and I never meant to intimate that he was gay in any way.
Right.
Just that he had an obsession with watching gay porno.
Okay. There is a difference.
No, he's got a wife.
Yeah, I know. What are you talking about? I know that.
Have you ever met her?
Yes.
Okay, good.
What are you talking about?
Does exist.
She does exist.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell the people. I don't want them to think that Andy's into gay. And there's nothing wrong with being gay. Unless you're not gay, and then there's something horribly wrong with it.
That's when it goes awry?
Hey, I'm going to miss Andy on this show, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to leave, huh? How bad is that, huh?
Yeah.
He should stay. You want him to stay? You should stay.
Good move.
You should stay.
You just
Get him booing.
Yeah, you killed everyone's joy tonight.
No, I swear to God, though, when you sit on a couch for the living, you should think about not giving that up. Yesterday night, because I'm trying to get into fitness. So for the past 2 days, I was doing those weights and all that stuff. So then I was like, yeah, I'm going to run. And then I looked on the computer about running, and they said barefoot running was good.
Yep.
So I barefoot ran on this sidewalk, and then I cut my foot. And then I had to walk back a half a mile with a cut foot, so now my foot's all weird.
Yeah, they are saying that barefoot running is the way to go. In fact, they have these ridiculous shoes that protect the bottom of your foot, but each individual toe. But I've thought that often. If you're a man from the Western world, your feet are not exposed that much to rocks and glass. It's not like in Kenya where they run for
That's what Steve was
30
saying.
miles. Yeah. So we're very susceptible to what is on the ground. You could end up with tetanus. You could step on something infected with something. My suggestion to you would be to run with shoes.
That's what Steve's worried about because I just put some water on it, but my feet are still
water.
My feet are still filthy.
Oh yeah,
the bottom of them look like homeless guys' feet.
Oh really? Now, have you bathed since the run?
I soaked it, but it's the black it's deep, that black
like whatever.
Like tar and asphalt.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
dug
yeah.
into your skin now.
Yeah.
So you're getting very much into fitness because we taught you. By the way, you were great when we talked to you on the phone. Unfortunately, the guy producing it didn't have your voice in any of it, so we couldn't play it.
Really?
Yeah, but you were. So if any of this seems redundant, I apologize. I'm sorry that you had to get up to do that. Norm MacDonald, by the way, 2 shows tonight at the Wilbur Theater. You can get tickets at thewilbur.com or call Ticketmaster at 1-800-745-3000. So since when and why has exercise become this passion of yours?
3 days ago.
Yeah. Like what occurred to you where you're like, you know what, I need to start running outside and lifting weights and researching this stuff?
Well, I had these weights that somebody gave to me a long time ago, and so I was lifting those for a couple of days. I was starting to feel really good. Then I went for a swim, and then that was like the night before last, and then I was like, yeah, everything's going to be different now. It was horrible.
So you're working out now and stuff, right?
Yeah, how about you?
I worked out a couple times. I liked it when I was young. I didn't have, you didn't have to work out. You were just in good shape. All the time.
Yeah.
And I was in my best shape back then. I think I was seriously, when I was like, when I was 1. That's when I
Reached your peak when you were 1.
My God, I look great. I mean, you wouldn't know me now. You see me back then, I was young and fresh.
I can imagine.
Even for my age, people would come up to me and go, what, are you 0?
I don't work out. I'm a weak man. You know that, Dennis.
Well, listen, you and I were on the Mount Olympus of weakness.
And not just physically.
Oh, no, in every way.
In every single way. So, I told the guy that, and he said he couldn't do anything except for the physical part. But I don't know if he was the best trainer or anything. He was smoking a butt the whole time.
No, that's not good.
That's just a joke. He was a big guy. And but I told him, I said, look, I don't want be big like you. I don't want veins. I have no use for that in my arms, or abs. I don't want abs. I don't even know quite what they are. All I know is they were invented around the 80s. And I don't even know what you do when you get them. You know what I mean? Because you got to wear a shirt. You just go to work and go, hey, you want to see these things on my belly? Everybody's like, no. But so I told the guy, I said, I'm here for one reason only. I want to have one hot ass.
Now, folks, I don't like to brag, but like Schwarzenegger, I did a little bodybuilding back in the day, too. But I'm guessing you guys wouldn't want to see that, though, would you? Okay, all right, sure. Let's hope that doesn't live on the YouTube forever, long after I'm dead, out of context.
Some days we get closer, things that we never really needed, promises that we never thought of keeping safe. I guess it's never over if we never got a chance.
I never worked out or anything like that because, I always felt like, you can't, like if you're a dude, you can't really, the ladies don't seem to care, at least that's what they say. And then also, I don't think you can get like a perfect body. I think if you're a lady, you can get a perfect body. But if you're a dude, I don't think you can get like a perfect body on account of you got like every dude seems to have one of those like a sack, a sack, right? And so, no matter how perfect your body is, if you got a sack, it doesn't look very good. You don't have a good-looking body, basically. No matter what. You show me any dude, go, hey, look at that guy's body. I go, good God, what's that fucking thing? That guy's got a sack on him. It's not a good-looking body. You ever see a guy with a good-looking sack? You know, yeah. You ever hear a guy go, "Hey, Bob, you know what your best feature is?" Me and the guys were talking about it. Your sack. Holy Lord, that's... You doing something different with your sack lately or something? God damn, it looks good. Good-looking sack you're toting around there, I'm telling you. Right? You can't work out on that or anything. You got no machine, you got no sack of steel. They're just giving up on that, man. That's why I'm surprised at fucking those plastic surgeons. Why are they working on the sack, man? Guy go like, "Man, I got a little thing here, a line under my eye. I'm gonna get that taken care of." Meanwhile, huge ancient old sack hanging out. Yeah, that's my problem, man, that eye thing. That little crow's feet there, man. I get rid of them, that'll be good. Sack's old too, man. That's older than you, your sack. I don't know how that worked out. You know what I mean? You have a dude like 25, his sack's like 100 years old. Right? Sometimes you turn to it for advice. You ever do that? You go, what? You go, "What would you do, wise old sack?" No? He's like, "I tell you something, son. You see an old guy's sack like that? Old guy's sacks are really old because they're like 80. Their sack's like 400 or 500 years old. It's like a fucking old, like a tree or something. It's not like a tree, but trees are old. I read that in a book. Okay, folks, before we continue, I have an announcement from the management. Would the owner of a Glock 9 with the inscription "To Puppy with Love" please pick up your gun? It's at the hospitality suite. Oh, I have an announcement to read. I almost forgot. I was told to make this announcement. Table 10, wherever you are, table 10. We're sorry your waitress hasn't been there in a while. Larry King just married her. So... What's that? Guy yells my name for no reason. Oh, I have another announcement to make. Is that what you're telling me? That I should make this announcement? You're right. You make a good point with your incoherent gibberish. Here it is. Here's my other announcement. The U.S. State Department, folks, has just issued a travel warning for all women moving past Dick Morris's table. So... I don't know. Well, that's about it for me.
Small talks in a big world, full of people with good vibes and bad habits. This love, it just...
So, this is my promise to the people of the Video Podcast Network world. I will not eat a single morsel of food until Margaret Thatcher is dead and buried.
She died 3 weeks ago. We'll be right back with Larry King.
Hey, did you see the
filth out
did you
there?
see the Kramer thing?
Oh, I did see that. We could look at that right now if we wanted to, but we don't have to
Makes
look
me
at that.
laugh.
Yeah, does that make you laugh when you see that?
The whole thing makes me laugh.
You've done stand up.
I know Michael Richards.
You do? Okay.
And he's no racist. He's not a racist. And when you say something like that crazy, it can only be a joke. You know what I mean? He was out of his head element. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But there's no way that a guy who's racist screams it at the top of his lungs. You know what I mean?
Well, certainly Certainly, I don't think he was anticipating the fact that a cell phone could have been putting this onto CNN as he was saying it.
No,
I think he was
right.
thinking,
He wouldn't do it on the Craig Ferguson show.
Right. Maybe on here, though. We could maybe to get him on here to recreate that rant. I don't know. Up here in front of the brick wall.
You know what I read today?
Yeah,
in the
what?
Inquirer that Michael Richards was attacked at that pink yogurt place.
Oh, he was attacked?
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing that's sort of scary is, first of all, Mel Gibson has a career that he could hurt. Michael Richards doesn't really.
Wait a minute, Norm. I believe Super Dave was going to tell a joke there. I'm kind of.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was really
No. Well, it seemed to me that he was going to say something because he didn't. He wasn't being serious. And then you said some. Super Dave, was there a joke there?
No, Norm. No. I was telling the truth.
Okay.
That I read where he got these punk kids ran at him and slammed his car and everything, tried to turn it over, and he ran away.
Right. Yeah, because I'd be very frightened because Mel Gibson, if you make fun of Jewish people, then it's not like you're in danger. But
what?
If you're driving around,
you heard him.
Oh, hey, here's the thing, and I'm going to say it again.
Here's a very funny thing that happened. Marlon Brando, said that Hollywood ran. The Jewish people ran Hollywood.
That's right.
Yeah, but Marlon Brando.
And then he had to apologize.
Marlon Brando.
And they let him work.
Anything. Marlon Brando lived.
Well, listen to Norm MacDonald and Super Dave argue about the Jews.
Marlon Brando lived behind a cardboard cutout.
What?
He lived behind a cardboard cutout. He was 900 pounds. So he could basically say anything.
No, but don't you think Michael Richards would be kind of in peril? And
well, but I don't think he had a career.
No, I'm saying just physically.
Hey, did you cut us off?
I didn't.
Are we just talking?
Yeah, you guys.
We're not even on the radio.
You haven't been on for the last hour, but that's great.
So great. I haven't talked to Norm in about 3 weeks.
Jonathan, don't you think that Michael Richards may have his life sort of in danger?
Yes.
No, I would move to either Tucson or Idaho.
Yeah, or Wisconsin.
Why, is Wisconsin good too?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You mean like just a shack in the woods or something?
Or Boston. He could move to Boston.
Yeah.
Stay hard.
Wait a second.
No, wait.
You know the joke about B.B. King's wife?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't think so.
B.B.'s having a birthday, so she wants to surprise him. So she goes to the tattoo parlor. She says, put a B on one cheek and a B on the other. So the guy does it. She goes home. B.B. comes home. She opens the door, bends over, drops her shorts, and says, surprise! He said, who's Bob?
Oh, that's racist.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. The one and only Super Dave Osborne and his joke about
Yeah, sell that to Michael Richards, man.
Why, that's not a racist joke.
Yeah, sure it isn't.
Who's Bob?
Yeah, that's the way you want to broadcasting and stereotypes. 97.9
FM. Let's do it this way.
Yeah.
Bob Hope's wife goes to a tattoo parlor.
No, but you chose an African American.
Well, but Bob Hope is dead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And she says, put a B on one cheek and a B on the other. She comes home. Bob Hope comes home. She bends over, pulls her pants down, and he faints.
Now, Bob Hope is dead.
Yeah, I know.
Bring me the body of the great Bob Hope. If he struggles a lifetime up with a rope. If he smells a bit, wash him down with soap. Just bring me the body of the great Bob Hope.
Bring me the body of the great Bob Hope. Another song by Super Dave Osborne and Norm MacDonald. They've collaborated together on a great new CD, Music from Dead People. Want to hear
Guy
something?
comes home with a duck under his arm.
Oh, shut
Wife
up.
opens the door.
Yeah.
She says, where the hell have you been? He says, this is the pig I've been screwing. She said, it's not a pig, it's a duck. He said, I'm not talking to you.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. Super Dave, Norm MacDonald.
Why did you make her African American in that joke?
Yeah, why did you say? You heard him because you're racist. He said you're racist. He said, why didn't you make it an African American in your joke? That's what you like to do, don't you? Super Dave.
Hey, don't you feel sorry for Michael Richards, really, though?
All right, go.
If you were Michael Richards and you were in that situation
That
and
word.
you said those things, what would you have done next?
Oh, I would move to Idaho. Ketchum, Idaho.
Okay.
Try to at least do comedy. I hope most of my evolving comes from being a decent person, but I'll tell you, make no mistake about it. A lot of it comes from, I don't want to be one of these comedians on the wrong side of history. And I fucking love comedy, but if you go look at old stuff,
yes.
Whew, God damn it, aren't comedians today going, that's embarrassing?
Yes.
And by the way, you could say this, well, whenever you look at comedy 30 years later,
No, Rodney Dangerfield, I'm punching the wall.
I tell you, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape, you know? Now, last week I told my wife I need a home improvement loan. She gave me $1,000 to move out. I'll tell you, my wife, there's always something, you know? Well, the other day I called her up. I said to her, honey, I've been thinking about the last time we had sex. I'm getting excited. She said, who is this?
I'm not talking about that it's whether it was funny then or not. How much of it is racist or sexist or homophobic, fluffy, the audiences are liking it. So now I think about it today, because so quickly you can turn into doing the same thing. You're like, so you got to be very aware of it. And that's
You've got to look into the future. It's like the word retard. And finally, the Oscar nominations were announced this week. And Tom Hanks and Jodie Foster are in a heated competition in the Academy's controversial new category, Best Retard.
Some people are holding on to it, and it's amazing because before you argue with it, they should stop saying retarded, I like to ask two questions. I go, number one, because you have to find out about their past. And if they answer these questions differently, I give them the different speech. I go, do you think Jew me down? Do you think we stopped it because we shouldn't have had to, but people are so PC? And if they went, no, that's horrible. I think crude is funny. I think crass is funny. Crude, crass, it fucking makes me laugh. Again, just be crude and crass towards the right things. Because I think what everyone's saying is, God, can't we have a sense of humor? Can't we laugh at each other? Most comedians that use that on stage, that line a lot, can't we laugh at each other? Can't they laugh at each other? I want to go, of course we can laugh at each other. What the fuck are you talking about? That's not your question. Your question is, can't we laugh at each other? Stereotypes have been overdone.
Yes,
can't we?
Like, you're gay, I'm straight, this guy.
Do you think we stop saying N-rig, which means, or N-rich, or nigger-rich, or nigger-rig, which were terms that some people are going, were they terms? Because, well, it's a fine. Or do you think we just shouldn't use people?
Or what'd they say when you, stop with that joint there, you're getting spit on it.
So, no, hold on a second. So most people would say that we stopped those things because it was egregious.
Yes.
I know what I'm saying.
I know.
And so you have to say,
another
so
example.
if the answer, that's saying, I didn't need to be honest with my feelings, but I go, and whenever anybody says I don't need to be a woman about it, you know what they're really saying? It's like when people go, I don't mean to be a Jew about it. Well, you just were. So you can't just erase it. You can't go, normally I would pay full price, but a little Jew slipped in me. I got a little Jew in me, but not normally I wouldn't Jew you down.
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying.
No, he said that the other night. He said,
I never said a Jew slipped in me.
I thought you said a little Jew slipped into you.
I know it's time to close my eyes to what's and open up to new friends. Leave my heart in Berlin, where the tables turning, seeking out the.
What about this? One time I was auditioning for this is the first time I was ever in America, and I was auditioning for the Joan Rivers show. So me and Howard Busgang were from Canada, and we got the show. I didn't do it, but we got the show along with Mario Cantone. And so Mario Cantone, we were at the Hyatt, and me and Howard Busgang and this other guy are smoking a joint. I'm not smoking, but they're both smoking this joint. So I say, why don't you invite Mario Cantone over? I'm sure he likes it. Weed, comedians. So phone up. Mario Cantone goes, I'll be right over. So he comes over with his lover. Clearly they had been just fucking, like sweat, red faces, everything, right? So they go, yeah, we'll take some. They're smoking it so fast, and they're obviously using it as an aphrodisiac, to go back. Then they hand it back, all this spit. Now this was in a very serious time of AIDS.
Norm, are you okay? I mean, and I love your
No, I'm just saying, Howard Busgang smoked that joint.
What's this have to do with them and they're just fooling around?
Our next panelist for Broadcast Minds began his career in stand-up comedy And his early writing work for Roseanne and Dennis Miller opened the door for him to join the cast of Saturday Night Live, where he was the anchor of the Weekend Update with his trademark line, "Now the Fake News." You can catch him on the Video Podcast Network's NORM MACDONALD Live. Help me welcome the incomparable NORM MACDONALD. Thanks for coming, man. Thank you. And now for the moderator. Tom Green is one of the most unpredictable comedians on the earth. He's was the host of the Tom Green Show on MTV, and he's a pioneer of internet television, doing a live daily show from the comfort of his own living room, Tom Green's House Tonight. And he's also the host of the current show on Access TV, Tom Green Live. And recently he's released one of the finest beers to ever come out of Canada, Tom Green Beer, the most consistent branding man in television, Tom Green.
Yeah.
Bill Nelson, everybody. Hey. How are you, Norm? Of course. Callie, how are you? Chris? Hey, how's everyone doing? Welcome to the Broadcast Minds panel. You guys ready to have a good time tonight? Oh, no, it's this morning. It's morning. It's morning now, is it? Oh, my God. We had a good night. The night hasn't ended yet. We've been partying it up all night, right, guys? True. Yeah, this is...
I'll tell you something, that Crazy Girls, that's truth in advertising.
Oh, yeah. So this is exciting. We're going to have a conversation here today about television and broadcasting. And what's exciting about this is everybody here has taken their passion in life and turned it into something amazing. Yeah, we've all built our own little television studios as well, right? Yes. All four of us have built our own little television studios using consumer electronics, new technology. TriCaster. Norm, you're doing the Video Podcast Network and the Norm MacDonald Live Show using a TriCaster. Callie, you have a TriCaster. You have a It's is it more fun doing it on your own, producing the show yourself? Your new podcast is completely independent, and or do you prefer broadcast television?
No, I prefer narrowcasting because, like when I first came to Hollywood, I met Richard Pryor, and I remember he said this thing. He was like, because I said, everybody loves you, and he's like, I can't do Richard Pryor, but he's like, no, they don't. Yeah. I'm doing Cosby. He said, no, they don't. He goes, what? He goes, only 1 in 10 people even know me, and only 1 in 100 like me. He goes, but that's enough. Because it's, and I thought about it's like 3 million people, and so that's what's cool about like you having your own narrow casting thing is that only tune in for you, So if I go on Letterman, they're going to see Letterman, they're tuning in to see Letterman. I'm the guest. They might like me. They might not like me.
I don't know about that.
Everybody likes you, right?
Everybody likes me.
But when you were making Saturday Night Live, when you were on Saturday Night Live, there was all this preparation, writers, and all sorts of people involved, executive producers, and now you can just do it all yourself. Is that process more fun and making the show more fun? I
like doing everything myself because I'm like a stand-up, so we started completely independent, and completely responsible for bombing or doing well,
Yeah.
And so that's how we start. We grew up in stand-up, so it was funny, what Chris was telling me. I just read a book from when I was a kid called Future Shock by Alvin Toffler, but that's what he talks about. It's an amazing book, but he says, like, in the future, which is now, that people that don't understand technology will become obsolete, and they'll get future shock.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
Yeah, we're there.
Callie
has and he said they'll have an enormous amount of product, and I was just talking to Callie backstage. She has so much product, it's unbelievable.
Review units, gadgets, technology.
But hundreds of hours.
Oh, yeah. I've been doing it for about 8 years.
So you've now built a large facility in Dallas.
Yeah, as Philip said, we started out really in a bedroom in a house, like a lot of YouTubers or online content people. But we've been able to grow over the years. First, we went into a 4,000 square foot studio that we leased. Now we've bought a building that we can really customize, make it state-of-the-art technology.
Bought a building.
It's geek heaven.
Bought a building. That's pretty cool.
I know.
You know, my kid, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a sports guy. Grew up in Canada with you. I wanted to be a sportscaster, do hockey. But you know what my kid does? He's only 10. He does a podcast. Nobody listens to it. But he does it because he loves PTI, so he does like a sports podcast, and he'll have that, you know, that Malcolm Gladwell thing where if you do 100,000 hours, you're an expert. He's doing like 20 hours a week, like nobody's listening to it.
Yeah.
But he's getting better and better. Like, it's amazing. I would have loved that when I was a kid. Wouldn't you have loved that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Who are some of the guests that you have coming up in the new season of Norm MacDonald Live?
Oh, we got the great Fred Willard. We got Larry King. We got Ray Romano, the great Ray Romano. Hey, we had Mickey Rooney booked, but...
yeah.
We would have been the last guys.
Was he really? He was booked on the ticket?
Yeah, he was booked for the next week.
Yeah? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now,
I didn't mean to bring everybody down. He had a good life, you know?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, is there stuff that you can talk about on the show? Does this conversation go off in crazy directions that you wouldn't take it?
Well, you know, the interesting thing is, like, when you have no notes from censors or anything, so the first shows were like, practically pornographic.
Yeah.
Like, you just say anything that comes to your mind. So you have to, censor yourself. Like,
you have to decide who your audience you want to be, who they are, and where you want to go with it, and then you have freedom.
But you have to. Yeah, you have to sort of give notes to yourself. Yeah. Like, there was a great Bob Dylan line. He said, what do you say? If you live outside the law, you must be honest.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I think. Like, if nobody's telling you what to do, you gotta do it. You gotta tell yourself what's right and wrong. You know.
Right. Yeah. Now, Callie, it might be interesting from your perspective to tell people like how you've built up what you do from scratch. You started this in your house, and
she makes money.
And you make money. Yeah.
We use a service called Patreon, and I don't know how many viewers are out here right now, but we have so many people who are willing to support the show on a monthly basis just because they love what we do. They get the show for free, and they will always get it for free, but they continue to just give us money because they love it. And they want to be part of the family.
Patreon?
Patreon, exactly.
Chris, you like using Twitter?
I do use Twitter.
Norm, you like using Twitter?
I use it all wrong, but
we all enjoy using Twitter. How often do you tweet, Norm? I notice you. I follow you on Twitter.
Yeah.
You're often tweeting in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
You just wake up sometimes in the middle of the night and just feel the urge to tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I like to do? Because I like tweeting, and then mostly I like reading my fans. A lot of who hate me. I don't know why they're following me, but that's what's actually interesting. Like, I remember when I was on Saturday Night Live, Lorne Michaels told me the first year, he goes, people will come up to you in the street and say they like you and you'll think you're popular, but the people that hate you don't come up to you. And I was like, oh. So every time a guy complimented me, I go, oh, that guy probably hates me. But then, it's true.
Yeah.
Because when you get Twitter, you're like, oh, I see.
Yeah. Now
some people like me and some people hate my guts.
Twitter has given us all so much more access to all of those millions of people that hate us. Yeah.
And none of
in my case, I'm speaking for myself.
None of them have. Like, at first, I was worried that they'd come and murder me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
But that's never happened yet.
Yeah.
It seems like when they break down the barrier between the fans and the performers. the psychopaths they like that.
Yeah.
I hope Chris pulls a rabbit out of his hat later.
I pull it sometimes out of my ass.
I know people that have gotten, when Twitter started, they got TV shows. Because they had 4 million followers, and they go, the TV network goes, oh, 4 million people will watch the guy's show immediately. It doesn't work.
I know a headline magician in town that literally buys his Twitter followers. Yeah. I won't say who it is.
Wow.
But buys his Twitter followers. You've inspired me in so many ways because of what you did, back in the day before it was popular, before people were doing it, was really something.
Tom was before his time.
Giving people the opportunity to kind of control your destiny, right, with a camera.
I just say never build a TV studio in your living room. Never do it. Do it in a park or something before you do that. But
don't you find also being before your time, like you always are, doesn't pay a lot?
Yeah. The pioneers leave with the arrows in their back.
Where'd that come from?
That sounds painful.
I don't know. I just made that up. No, somebody told me that once.
Sounds like the search.
So Norm, how do you? Let's talk about the technology for some of the technology you guys are using, the actual equipment, and then after that we can actually open it up for some questions. We can take some questions from the audience. But like, what equipment are we using here? We're using TriCasters, cameras, right? We're using cameras. And
the cameras give you the picture.
Yeah.
Well, what's great about the
microphones?
new
microphones? The sound goes through the microphone.
Oh wait, you're supposed
down
to have a
the
microphone?
wire into the TriCaster.
I did a stand-up special, and like I did the other times I've done stand-up specials, the networks do it, And I always hate them, so they'll have like a crane shot, like swooping down, and that's their big thing. They want to do a crane shot. And it's just me.
Doesn't distract the audience at all with the crane.
Yeah, so you're trying to do a joke, and a crane's coming at you.
All they're paying attention to is the crane.
So I said, I don't want to do it. Like, I want to do it in a small club. I want to do it my own way. So anyways, I just did it with digital cameras and did like 2 shows, and it was awesome. And then I did 3 cameras, I did 2 shows, so I did 3 cameras here, and then in the second show I used the 3 cameras elsewhere.
Yeah.
So it looks like 6 cameras.
Yeah.
So, but it was so fun, and you edit it exactly the way you want it,
Yeah.
And you don't, because I don't shoot the audience when I do it. And whenever I've done a stand-up special, they always shoot the audience. So if you talk about a Chinese guy, they cut to a Chinese guy.
Sure.
And so I like doing it just my own way, and it was like so fun, especially with stand-up, because you know how stand-up, you're very protective of it. You don't want them to mess it up. And I always thought when I saw a stand-up special, anybody's stand-up special, even when I was a kid, like George Carlin, they'd show the stand-up special, and then there'd be 200 names on the credits. And it's just a guy on stage.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sure, I don't know what those 200 people were doing, but so my next special is just going to have 1 credit.
Yeah, take it back. Okay, well, let's open up the floor to some questions. There is a microphone right there. If you have a question, why don't you go stand by the microphone, and we will field some questions from our audience. And the microphone is right over there. This gentleman here. What's your name, sir, and what is your question?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Carmelo. I'm working for the government in Belgium. The question for
You're from Belgium?
From Belgium.
Belgium, nice.
We've got a very nice stand over there if you want to see.
Okay.
And Belgian chocolate tonight.
Okay, bonjour, monsieur.
So, I'm a technician.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Yeah, bonjour.
Yeah,
bonjour.
Je parle français un petit peu. No, Belgium, they speak French.
They speak French?
Yeah, we speak 4 languages, my dear.
Oh, okay, now you're showing
Small
off.
country, too many languages. So, from a technical point of view, I want to get your answer on that. What's the technology which today does not exist that you would love to leverage in your own businesses? I know it's a tricky question.
Time travel.
A lot of make this one.
We all have time travel forward.
Yeah. Yes, that's.
Actually, we have time travel backwards because what is on YouTube is always there. Whatever you do is always online, right?
That is a good question.
I'd like, you know what I'd like to do is Sims, because I do a lot of, I'm a degenerate gambler. This guy showed me how to do Sims, you know, which is like, you play the game. If it's a basketball game, you play the basketball game 10 million times and see exactly what will happen.
Yeah.
And so I've become obsessed with Sims. And then this other guy told me, like, I'm so into Sims. But this guy told me that he thinks that we're, all of us here, all of life is a sim. Because he said, like, a computer will have the original, and then, of course, you have the 10 billion sims, right? So the chance that you hit the original is almost zero. The chance you hit the sims is like almost 100%. So he said the odds are that we are a sim.
This panel is not actually happening right now.
No.
Or it's happening.
It's a pale like variation of an actual for really cool people. You know what would make things a lot easier is lighting. Like I find lighting enormously burdensome in everything I've done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything about video is a burdensome production.
But if there was like some of these cameras need less lighting now.
Oh yeah.
And I wish they'd come to a day when there was no lighting necessary because
it's radio.
A television program, and I decided to make a viral video.
Yeah.
So.
You set out to make a viral video.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
So I said, it was called a sports show. It was a comedy sports show, right? So I just went to the basketball court and threw a basketball from full court for like 5 days.
Yeah. So you got it in.
Yeah, one swooshed, right? And then I told the people on the show, I said, hey, let's make this video viral, you know? And it's me throwing a full court basket. Anyways, 600 views.
Congratulations.
So that's what she said. That's what they're saying. Like you can't.
Well, you know, maybe it just hasn't caught on yet. It could explode tomorrow. You know.
It could.
Yeah. Okay, here we have another. We have a
guy over there. Oh, go on.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want him to ask? You prefer him? What?
Being polite.
Oh, they have Mike over there too. Look at that. Oh, there's a guy. This is the guy over there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
It's technology.
Okay, you go ahead then. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Nick from Arizona. I was just wondering if you had any tricks or advice to procuring talent, guest talent, like you went from interviewing people on the street to being able to interview celebrities, and any tricks to bump up?
He just interviewed Dan Rather, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Well, it's you know, Norm knows.
I tweet them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How did you get Ray Romano to come do your new show?
Him?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I do? I don't tweet them. I just go like, hey, man, Ray Romano would be cool to have on the show. And then it says at Ray Romano. So then they send that all to Ray Romano. They go, oh, why don't you come on the show, Norm show, and stuff like that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
I tried that with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It didn't work.
Tom, how do you get, because you have some amazing guests, how do you procure those guests?
Well, when I started doing my internet show, you know, it was a few years ago, there wasn't as many podcasts and things, and I reached out to people that I was just a huge fan of, and at the time there wasn't as much competition to get people, and people like Norm would come do my show all the time, and eventually we...
One time I went on Tom's show. I did the Tonight Show. Remember that?
Uh-huh.
I did the Tonight Show, which is taped at 5:30, and his show is live at 9. So I did the Tonight Show with the band Pitbull. Remember?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then I took the band Pitbull, went over to Tom's house, did his show, which went on before The Tonight Show.
Yeah, we scooped him. So basically, Norm brings my guests. But, you know, don't be afraid to ask people. And, you know, if you're, you know...
People like talking about themselves.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Look at us. We're all up here. All right, now your turn. Thank you for your question. What's your name and...
I'm Ryder Cast. I'm from Ryerson University in Toronto.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, you guys have been talking a lot about social media.
Ryerson?
Yeah.
Awesome.
RTA program in Ryerson. There's this school of thought that says social media only preaches to the converted. People like your page and then you're able to contact them. So what is your thought on that? Because you guys have obviously built up these big social media followings. And also, so how do you overcome that? And also, do you agree with that idea that you can only really reach these people who already like your content?
I find, like with Twitter, mine stopped. So I kind of agree with you. It stopped at a certain amount, and then grew very incrementally from there, you know? But
maybe you should like oranges instead of bananas.
What?
Maybe you should like oranges instead of
How do you know that?
That's his Twitter bio.
But yeah, I don't know how. I'm with him. I don't know how the fuck. I'm sorry.
No, it's, we're all big boys here. Okay, so let's go over here. Thank you for your question, Ryerson. Okay, let's go to this. We'll go back and forth now. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Neil Scott from Calgary, Canada.
Hey, everybody's from Canada.
I'm feeling left out.
A lot of Canadians out here.
Okay,
Too many.
My question is prompted by what Callie said earlier about content that you put out there stays on the internet forever. So the question I have for all of you is, how do you manage content that's out there that no longer fits your brand or you wish you hadn't said in the first place?
Yeah, like I never should have humped that dead moose. Not a day that goes by that I don't think about this question.
And also, you know, if you do, like, because I do stand-up like Tom, we go around the country, and so radio stations will interview, you know, you do like 4 or 5 radio stations in the morning, and then they have their cameras, you know, and that goes on the internet. So wherever you are, and you're in the morning, and you don't know what you're talking about, you say some crazy thing.
Yeah.
Then it's on the internet forever, and then, you know, whatever.
It's actually a problem, really. It really is, because there's so much video. Everybody's filming with their cameras and their cell phones all the time. It ends up really kind of watering down what you want people to actually see. And when they search, you know, they don't know where to look. So, you know, you have to sort of learn.
On the other hand, when I go on the internet and look on YouTube and stuff, like for somebody that I like, I want to see everything. So, you know what I mean? I want to see the bad stuff and the cool stuff, like, because I get addicted to YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I'll watch and I'll go, I got to remember that motherfucker over there. Like, on those. Yeah. But, you know, they got that side thing. I go there next, and I watch that for 10 then I'm over there, and then it's 5 in the morning. And I start tweeting.
Chris, what's the YouTube videos that have got the highest views for you?
I think for me, it was the Walk on Water. I think it has like 50 million, and then collectively there's over 250 million views. But yeah, I mean, it's just an interesting world that we live in, and it's you know, there's
Funny,
a lot of.
Jesus walked on water, not one hit.
We have time for a few more questions, so let's go ahead with your question. Let's see if we can get these last 3 people in before we run out of time.
Okay, hi, my name's Jennifer Dines, and I work at a public access station in Portland, Oregon. And so,
nice.
Thank you. What we need to do is get people to create their own content and encourage them to come up with their ideas and then see them through to the end. We also have a TriCaster 8000, so that's a good start. But no matter how much technology we have, if their content sucks, no one's going to watch it. And so I guess my question is, how would you teach a public access class? How would you get people to make their own show and have it be of some substance.
Tom, you could answer that.
Well, it's like we've been talking about. You need to start with, in something that's interesting.
Yeah.
It has to be interesting. That's, it doesn't necessarily have to be funny. It doesn't necessarily, but interesting is always good. I would say start by humping a dead moose.
We've already done that.
But
we've even had the naked guy, and just didn't.
Oh, this sounds like a good show. That's my kind of show. But people have to just think of something that people are going to want to watch, and that's what I'd say. What do you guys think?
Maybe there's too much information.
Yes.
Maybe there's too much stuff already. Maybe there's enough. Maybe we can stop.
Yeah. So
Stop all.
So no, the answer is do nothing. Then. Yeah. That would be the. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. We have time for one more question. We have a minute left. We have to wrap
We
this
can
up.
do two. There's
We have two more questions.
That was basically my question.
three.
What could or should be the future of access television? So she kind of asked that, so I'm willing to pass it on to the next guy. But unless you want to say something.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, in all seriousness, we can spend too much time figuring out how the cameras work and getting everything lit right and setting up your set, and you forget that you still have to have an interesting conversation. So, go.
Hi, Gary Robinson from LA. I was wondering how you utilize the live streaming abilities of the TriCaster to interact with the audience, or do you mainly use it for podcasting and post-based stuff?
How do you guys?
I mean, really, you can use the TriCaster in so many different applications. I've used it to have, to roll in content, to have people participate that are at home on their computer. That you can. It's really endless what you can do with that thing. The virtual sets, just so many ways. Pre-tape, live.
Your show's live, right, Norm?
Yes, it is. I'd like to get what's a virtual set?
Virtual set is basically a green screen that you can have. You can create one from scratch, or you can use.
No, I understand green screen.
Then what you did with the news.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we are out of time, but let's take our one last question, and we cannot do the question. Let's not take your question. You can come ask your question to us right over here personally after the show. Thank you very much, everybody, for being part of the panel. Thank you, Chris Angel, Callie Lewis, Norm MacDonald, and thank you.
And make sure you check out Tom Green's show at the Hard Rock, Chris Angel at the Luxor, and everybody else online. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you guys being here. Awesome job.
Good evening. Welcome to Norm MacDonald Live, our third podcast. And I could not be more excited about this podcast until about 10 minutes ago, because our guest was going to be the great Robert Blake.
Yeah.
And I love Robert Blake, and I always have since I was a little kid, because I watched Beretta, which was my favorite show. And that's probably before your time, Adam
Yes,
Egget.
definitely.
My trusty sidekick, Adam Egget.
Don't worry, Norm.
And you didn't know Robert Blake, probably.
No.
But in the 70s, they had these shows that were detective shows.
Right.
And but most of them were kind of corny. Like they had Frank Cannon, who was played by William Conrad.
Uh-huh.
And as a matter of fact, now that I think of it, most of the detectives back then had something wrong with them.
What was wrong with Cannon?
Huge, obese man. He was a fat man, and he'd chase down the criminals, and then he would karate chop them on the neck. That's how he ended up getting them. He knew how to karate. And at the end, it'd be him eating like a big dish of pasta with some lady. Anyways, and Longstreet was blind.
Jesus.
He was a detective, was blind, and he relied on his dog a lot, And a lot of times you go, there's a clue underneath this girl's, skirt. The dog knew where Longstreet wanted to go.
And they had luck solving the cases?
But I'm saying they were very corny kind of sick of.
Right.
But then Beretta, it was like Martin Scorsese had made a detective. He was a tortured guy. You know how now all the superheroes are conflicted?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. But I like this guy. He was conflicted, And anyways, and it had the greatest theme song. So I said, let's get Robert Blake.
Yeah, it would have been a great guess. He's engaging.
How exciting that going to be? And we got him on. I got him on the phone only for 5 seconds.
What happened?
Daniel Kellison apparently was on the phone for an hour.
How did that go?
I don't think it went well.
Probably not.
But I got his book. One of the things was, you've got to read my book.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, he's not coming.
Yeah.
And I read his entire book.
Oh, that's...
And it was great. It was one of the best books, celebrity memoirs I've ever read.
Well, good. Then you should plug it anyway. You liked
yeah.
it.
It's called Tales of a Rascal.
Because he was on the Little Rascals.
Of course.
Right.
But I think there's it's drenched in irony as well.
Yeah, sure.
Tales of a Rascal, Robert Blake, What I Did for Love. So it covers everything. He pulls no punches.
One of my favorite roles of all time was him in David Lynch's Lost Highway. Just riveting.
I never saw that.
Amazing. Yeah.
But I like David Lynch likes me.
That's bizarre, even for Lynch. That's amazing though. That's really cool.
What?
We should get him on the show.
David Lynch?
Yeah, that'd be great. We should put him on the old list.
Oh, the list. We have a list. We have a list of guests we're trying to get. And we don't have a list, do we?
Well, I always carry it around with me. You never know when you're going to need the list.
Is that the list?
This is the list. I always carry it around with me.
This is the list. This is guests we're trying to get for the show.
Yeah. It's a long list.
It's really long. And they run the gamut from Al Franken. I mean, he's what is he, a senator?
Yeah, he's a senator. He's somewhat attainable,
Alison Brie.
Don't know her.
Oh, come on. Something you're never supposed to say on a TV show? That you've never heard of someone on the list? What's wrong with you? Andy Dick, I think he'd be good.
Yeah, he'd be great.
Arsenio Hall, and then after that it says, if needed.
Yeah, I never understood. There's about 5 people with parentheses that says if needed, but they're just at random. Makes no sense.
Yeah. Anyway.
Who else on the list, Norm?
Bill Murray. We can take him off the list. No, there's a lot of people.
Any other?
Anne Murray?
Oh, Anne Murray. Who's in? I mean, I know.
Do you know who put Anne Murray on the list, Daniel? Do you even know Anne Murray?
I mean, I've heard the name. I know she was a singer or something. Tell me about Anne Murray.
She's just an old lady. She's like 75. I think she lives in Prince Edward Island or something.
Is that close by or?
No, it's about as far as could be. I don't think there's any 2 points of the North American continent farther than Los Angeles and
well, I mean,
Spring Hill.
Well, I mean, she's probably available. What do you think she's up to?
Oh, she's
right now?
available. What's she up to?
Yeah, what do you think
she's walking down the street going, I'm Anne Murray.
So, not a good chance of getting her to fly down here.
No, but anyways, God, this is a huge list. Oh, you know what else there's news in our little life?
Yeah.
That we're going to do that Masters
right.
Explain to the folks what it is, because I did it one time before.
Well, basically, it's people.
Explain to the folks on the
folks at
camera.
home. What you guys can do is tune into the Masters on television there, and you can turn down the volume and listen to Norm and some friends partially commentate the golf and also talk about it. So tune in to the Masters. I believe that's this weekend.
Robert Blake, when he met Steve McQueen, is one of the coolest stories I've ever read. When I read this book, because I'm trying to write a book, they want me to write a book. Anyways, you can tell this guy wrote this. And you can also tell he should have been a writer. And he should have been a poet. No. But anyway, he's not here. He's not here. But you know who is here?
No, who's here?
Fred Stoller. But see, what's good about this is he's got stories about Steve McQueen. He's got stories about Mickey Rooney, Ava Gardner.
Yeah, one of my favorites of all time, Robert Mitchum.
Robert Mitchum, he's got stories.
What an actor.
Fred Stoller also has stories, but nearly half of them are about Dom Irrera.
Well, it says right on the front here, Fred Stoller is always funny. Chris Rock. He's got to
Chris
be good.
Rock?
Yeah.
Fred Stoller is always funny. Well, we'll put that to the test tonight. No, thank God for Fred Stoller.
No, seriously. Oh, he's a hilarious guy.
He's a hilarious guy, and he's got a fascinating story. But also, Fred Stoller was telling me he wants to be on podcasts, like as a guest.
Yes.
And he actively tries to get on podcasts.
Absolutely, yes, he does.
And is rejected. Except by us.
Yeah, we're used to be the guys getting rejected.
Yeah. But anyways, he's gonna be great. Oh, also, this is I think exciting. You ever hear? There's a big late night shakeup.
Yeah.
What do you know of that? What do you know?
Well, I know that Leno.
How would you encapsulate that? Without talking too much, and make it for someone who doesn't know anything about this late night shakeup.
Well, I believe what's happening. You mean these specifics? I believe that Fallon is taking over Leno's spot. Jimmy Fallon is taking over Leno's spot, and then Leno is moving over to Fox. I believe. No, he's not moving to Fox.
That's speculative.
Okay, so he may or may not be moving to Fox. He's moving somewhere, and
he's retiring.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
I thought you could encapsulate it for the folks at home.
No, you'd be mistaken.
Well, try again, and I'll just correct.
Okay, so I believe Jimmy Fallon is moving to Jay Leno's spot.
Yes, Jimmy Fallon will be the host of The Tonight Show.
Got it. And is anything happening with
Jay Leno is retiring.
Jay Leno's retiring.
Which will leave a spot at 12:30 on NBC.
Okay.
Jimmy Kimmel has the 11:30 spot on ABC. I don't know what follows him. Nightline, perhaps. Maybe they flip-flop.
Right.
Conan O'Brien is over on the Dumont Network or some fucking thing. And who else is there? Chelsea Handler beats them all, and no one seems to care. And is there anybody else? No. But anyways, the point is, who? David Letterman. Oh, and David Letterman.
And Ferguson.
And Craig Ferguson.
Right.
And so David Letterman is 65. Where you used to have to retire, I think. You know, Walter Cronkite had to retire at 65. Isn't that amazing?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
You didn't know that?
I don't know much.
Yeah, at 65, he had to retire because at that time because that was years ago.
Leno's younger than Letterman, right?
He is 62, and Letterman is 65.
Wow.
But the problem is, if Letterman retires, CBS doesn't know what to do because they have to put a Scotchman in there, a Scottish guy.
Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson. Right. And they're afraid that people, at 11:30, older people, might not want to listen to a Scottish brogue. And also his sidekick is a skeleton.
It is?
You've never seen the show?
I've never seen the show.
Well, it's fascinating because he just talks. Like I don't know if he uses writers, but he's a fantastic you've never seen anything like Craig Ferguson. I love him.
It's just a Scotsman talking to a skeleton.
Well, the skeleton is his sidekick is a corpse. Which apparently Les Moonves
CBS
has some problems with. He's saying, why not spend the extra money and get a corporeal person? You know what I mean? Sure, you save money, grave robbing every night, because apparently Craig Ferguson has to change because the stench becomes unbearable in the studio after a few days.
I would imagine.
Cut to Craig Ferguson out at the local cemetery with a shovel.
You think they'd spring
old-fashioned grave robbing. But anyways, my point is this. I don't know what to watch anymore.
Well,
with all the shuffling. So I look at Entertainment Weekly because every week this publication, this periodical,
they're an authority on the subject.
Of course, it's Entertainment Weekly.
Tell you what to watch.
So they'll tell you what to watch. So anyways, I'm perusing it.
Okay.
So this is what I found out about the word peruse. You think it means scan, but it actually means reading very carefully.
Oh.
So the next time you're talking to one of your intelligent Hollywood friends, and they say peruse, you go, what the fuck are you talking about? Peruse means to study carefully.
So you studied this carefully. What did
Yes,
you,
and what they have is they have the must list, the top 10 things we love this week, things you must see.
Okay.
And anyways, look at this, number 6. Oh, here it is. It's our show. It's
Holy
our program.
shit.
Isn't that bizarre?
Fuck.
That shouldn't be in their fucking thing.
My name should not be in any publication.
No, that definitely. Did you think that? Like 3 weeks ago when we started,
No.
you were just a filthy bum.
Yeah.
And now these retards put your name in a fucking magazine. It says the Saturday Night Live alum. I don't know what that alum. What does that mean?
It means he used to be on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Is using his deadpan charm and irreverence to full effect on his riotous new video podcast where he and co-host Adam Egget, that's you.
Shocking.
Will welcome guests like Russell Brand, Bob, maybe.
We'll have to see.
I think, my theory is this went to press before they found out about Fred Stoller.
I think it's a good possibility.
Russell Brand, he is coming. The great Russell Brand, who I asked for from the first day.
Love Russell.
Because I find him amazing.
Yeah.
And Bob Saget, old friend, and the great Seth Rogen. So look at that, we're number 6.
That's amazing. That's fantastic.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. What does this have to do with late night?
Well, we have a show. We're talking to each other,
Right.
and I was looking. I thought, well, maybe you must see. First of all, I don't want you must see it. Really,
Right.
Really, Entertainment Weekly.
You don't want anybody telling
I
you
don't
what to do.
want anybody fucking tell me what I must see. You know what I mean?
I know
I
exactly
must see
what you
that video. I was going to show you where the girl shoves her foot up that dude's asshole.
I can't get that vision out of my mind. I remember it. Yeah.
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 But anyways, first you're happy. This is the nature of being a human being, right?
Right.
You're like, we're number 6 in the must-see list. But my point was, since none of the other late-night shakeups, I'm starting to think that they want us to move over to one of those spots.
To the late night spots?
Yes.
I don't think that's
Think about it. Think about it. What would it cost them? 0?
Yeah. Well, there's zero money put into
We
this,
make 0.
Yeah.
So why would they pay $6-7 million for Horatio Sands? Or, I don't know is he up for it?
I have no idea.
Or I read today RuPaul. Honest to God.
Really?
Well, because on the computer, when something happens, they have to write a story. So they're like, 15 people who should have their own talk show. And
Sounds like our fucking list. They're just
RuPaul
putting
was
names
on
down.
one of them, and Chavez, the guy who fucking just died, I think he was on it. Like, it was very politically correct. It was trying to get everybody.
Yeah, why not us? We're number 6.
We're
on
number
the fucking
6.
Must list.
Yeah. But then you go, who's number 5? That's human nature, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You start getting mad. Like, why are we 6? Why aren't we number 1? Like, you know what number 1 is?
Uh-huh.
Game of Thorns.
It's Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Sure. Yeah. Well, what the fuck is that? Whoever watched that? Now,
I've seen
you telling me that's better than Norm MacDonald Live?
I mean, I don't want to say it's better than. I mean, a lot of people watch it. It's a pretty popular show.
What's it about? They
It's
have
about,
pictures of
like,
ladies?
Yeah, ladies and knights and kings and midgets and, dragons.
Sounds like my honeymoon.
Who's in our rearview mirror? Who do we have?
What do you mean?
Like, who's behind us on the list?
Oh, behind us on the list?
What do we got? Kinky Boots.
Kinky Boots. Kinky
number
Boots
8.
is number 8.
Yeah.
Sounds like my honeymoon.
Well, look, 6 isn't a bad place to be. I think I'm just
Except for
happy
the
to-
dragon. There was no dragon.
No, there's a dragon on Game of
No,
Thrones.
in my honeymoon.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
How could there be a dragon?
That's a good point.
Singeing my fucking balls with their fire. Did you ever think there actually was a dragon when you were a kid?
Absolutely.
Me too.
I thought a lot of things when I was a kid. I
What
still
else?
do. Santa
What was that
Claus
story you
and-
told me when you were a kid? Just before the show?
Are you talking about the airplane story?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know if I was a kid. I was 13 years old. You're talking about that story?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you must know, I mean, it's a true story. I was
Well,
on
tell the folks at home.
Oh, God, Norm. I was telling you that when I was 13 years old, and we have a news story that we were going to cover, and I wasn't sure if we should, and it's about how they're making airplanes, they're putting more seats on airplanes, and the way they're cutting space is in the bathrooms. And I was concerned, like, where, you know, I thought about where am I going to go to jack off, because I get nervous on flights and stuff. And a lot of people do it. I don't know. But when I was 13, I went in there and I did that. And some lady walked in on me, and she was like 2 seats over, and you just had to stare, you know, just staring at me in disgust for like 5 hours straight. It was a long flight. You sure you want me to talk about? I mean, you really want me to?
It was a different story. But anyway, forget about that. But what is it? They're making this thing smaller? They're too fucking small for me when I wasn't a big fucking fat guy.
I feel like you're gaining weight. Like you're on this diet.
Of course I'm gaining weight.
What did we eat right before we did the show?
We ate chicken.
Yeah. What kind of chicken?
What was it called? Honey kettle chicken.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Yeah, a big plate of it.
Yeah. And I asked the girl.
Huge mistake.
I said, "What? Why so much for the extra gravy?"
Give me like a trough of gravy. I've never seen that much gravy.
No, that was a lot of gravy.
You just
I drank the gravy.
Too. You really did.
What I do is I eat the chicken and I devour. I went to my doctor because I'm getting so many.
Good, you should.
I'm getting so many. That's what's good about this show is I'm getting all this feedback about how huge and fat I am. So I go to the doctor and I tell the doctor. He's like, "Why are you so fat?" And so I said, "I thought it'd be funny. Most guys try to lose weight,
right?
But I try to become a huge fat guy." So anyways, he said, "That's not funny. He says that's alarming."
I think it's funny.
I think it's funny
too.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
But he said that it's quite alarming and that I'm in a lot of trouble. And I said, "Well, I think it's funny, and I'm the comedian." So I said, "Let's agree to disagree." And then you know what he said? What? And I say that a lot.
Yeah, you do. You say that constantly.
Yeah, that's my out.
That's your in
especially
and
when I'm
that's
wrong.
everything.
Especially when I'm wrong.
Right.
I'll argue and argue, and I go, "I guess we have to agree to disagree." Anyways, this fucker, he goes, "No." I go, "What? I thought you had to agree to disagree."
Well, the customer's always right.
He goes, "I will not agree to disagree." This is a true story. He goes, "I will not agree to disagree. I will disagree."
What'd you say?
I said, "What's the distinction? I don't understand. Isn't agreeing to disagree the same, essentially, as disagreeing?" "No," says he. "It's not." He says, "If I agree to disagree," he goes, it gives more credence to your side of the argument. He goes, "It sounds like we have two separate arguments, both of which have merit, and then I am saying that some of your points are valid, and you're saying some of my points are valid."
But he's saying that zero.
And he's saying no. Yeah. He's saying that would be as unconscionable for him as to agree with a Holocaust revisionist. And I said, "Are you going to bring up the fucking Holocaust every time you give me a physical?" This guy, he's got a tattoo. He's 96. I know his backstory.
I don't even afford to go to the doctor right now.
You can't afford to go to the doctor?
I can't afford to go.
Yeah.
Certainly this isn't going to fucking... We're number 6 on the must list. I'm fucking dying.
Yeah, well, you're a young man. What, do you got any symptoms? I know a lot of stuff.
Bleeding from my anus. Internally, I think. I mean, no, that's not a joke. That's true.
Well, I know it's not a joke.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've been around jokes my whole life.
Right. Well, I mean, I wasn't trying to be funny. That's true.
So
I'm bleeding internally, I think.
So, what's the color of the blood that's coming out of
Well,
your
the good
anus?
thing is it's not dark. It's not
that's
dark.
good.
It's brighter.
If it's bright red, it's coming from the rectal area.
Oh, okay.
It's not as dangerous.
Well, that's good. I haven't had a physical since I was 16. I'm terrified.
And you're 31?
34. It's been a while.
Yeah.
About 18 years. So hopefully, number 6 on the must list, maybe the money will start coming. I'll be able to see that doctor. You know what I mean?
You're really bleeding from your anus?
Yeah, I really am.
Because you gave up that entire lifestyle that would make me think you were still bleeding from the anus, but you told me you'd given that all up.
You're talking about alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how you love to go to those bars and get real drunk.
Yeah.
And then the next day you'd wake up and you'd be bleeding from the anus.
Well, no, I think it was alcohol related. I think what you're
I'm
implying.
saying.
Okay, good.
No, I'm not implying anything.
Yeah.
You're inferring something. But I'm not implying anything. I'm saying straight out, you would black out.
Oh, yeah.
You'd drink your Wild Turkey 101.
Glenlivet.
You like your Glenlivet.
Yeah.
You like your Jack Daniels.
Sure.
Your Jim Beam.
Absolutely.
Never a lady's name.
No. I never really thought about that.
Yeah. Do they have booze that have ladies' names?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure they do.
Because to me, it's Shirley Temple. I don't think that has booze in it.
Well, they have a Dirty Shirley.
A dirty Shirley
It's
Temple.
like Shirley Temple with vodka in it. I miss booze.
There's this guy, Chance Langton. Do you know him? He's a comic.
No.
But he said when he was a young boy, he loved Shirley Temple. He was 5 and she was 5. The next year, he saw her in a mall. He was 6, she was 50.
I blacked out. I didn't even hear the whole fucking thing.
I know you blacked out because I can feel the droplets of blood.
As soon as we started talking about Glenlivet, I just kind of went to another place. It's been 10 months, and I'm just like...
10 months?
Yeah.
That you've been off?
Yeah.
You've been off the sauce.
Off the sauce.
The booze.
Off the booze.
I wonder how long you'll last.
Well, fuck, Norm. I mean, hopefully a while.
Not many do.
I mean, I quit, you know? The
Whoop-de-doo! The thing is, Robert Blake was supposed to be on the show, and I was all excited, and then we fucking had to get Fred Stoller.
Yeah.
God damn, it was a depressing day. Because
Yeah.
Robert Blake was supposed to come in, and then Daniel Kellison talks to him on the phone for an hour, and he fucking won't show up. Anyway, whatever. Adam had a question he wanted to ask you about your comedy.
Yeah, I've been chomping at the bits to ask this one. I've been thinking about it all week. Norm told me to come up with some questions for you, and I've just been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Well, I mean... Yeah, I've been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Norm
yeah, you're going to do it. That's a good
No, I really, I've been watching you for years, and I've always been really curious. Where do you get your ideas from? I think it's been really a thorough interview. I always wanted to know where he got his ideas from, but I think we've,
Never been asked that before.
Well, where do you get your ideas from?
I don't know where I get mine. I don't know. Jeez. What do you have a specific idea you want to know? Or?
No, just all of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why didn't you answer his question?
What was his question?
Ask it again.
Don't ask that
Sorry,
again. That
ask
was
that
the
again.
dumbest
Too
goddamn
loud.
question I've ever heard.
You just want to know where you got
Yeah, well, I got to tell you where I got it, at Ralph's. That's where I got it.
Any particular Ralph's?
Yes, no, it's at Beverly Hills Ralph's.
Okay.
Got it in the meat section.
The one on Beverly.
Beverly Drive, okay.
All right, let's grab Jordan before this break. Jordan, 15. Where are you, in Boise?
No, actually in Weezer.
In Weezer, okay. Out in Idaho. What's going on?
Well, I had a question for Norm and a question for you, Dr. Drew.
Yep.
Okay, Norm, how do you come up with your material?
How do I come up with it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just, yeah.
I sit and thinks about it.
How'd you come up with that question? The same way. You just think of stuff, and then you laugh, and then you do it, and then if you don't laugh, you don't do it.
Do you want to be a comedian?
I kind of already am.
Are you a male or female?
well,
he's cracking me up.
You should know the answer, for God's sake.
I'm a dude, man.
How do you come up with your stuff?
I don't know. Kind of in class. I mean...
How about give us your best original joke, or give us the best joke you know, and let's hear your delivery, but no bad words.
With no bad words. Can I think about it?
How you doing?
Good, thanks for asking. First, hey, I'm a big fan of both you guys, and I got a question for Donald there.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Where do you get your material, your comic material? Is it through your imagination or real life situations that's happened?
That's an excellent question.
It is. It's a good one. It's almost like what inspired you to ask that question, sir?
Well, you know, I kind of think of myself as being a comic as well. If you need some material, I can give you some right now.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Yeah, let's hear a joke here.
Well, it's not necessarily a joke, but have you noticed that it's always illegal to spit on the sidewalk, but as long as you're with your woman, it's okay to pock a loogie in her crotch? I'm thinking the cheap bastard should go buy some lubricant or something.
Yeah. It's like
Am I wrong here?
punk rock of comedy.
Well, that's awesome, man.
That's great.
That's good.
That's
Thanks.
a new way to approach comedy. It's a.
You want to play a little something on the piano real quick?
Well, Tom, right now it's not powered up because I got an outlet situation
Oh, okay.
going.
All right.
I got some pre-recorded material.
Okay. That's all right. Power it up next time.
He could have a
Thanks.
whole act like that.
Wow.
He could. I swear to God, he could craft an entire act like that. You know, why is it okay to throw your gum? Like, you know, why is it bad if you throw your gum on the street, but it's all right if you rape a lady? You know, it's like the premise is crazy. It's not all right to spit in a lady's vagina.
No. No. That was what he was talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he said like
on our program here, on our broadcast.
He said it's so terrible if you spit on the sidewalk, and yet perfectly accepted in our society to spit in your girlfriend's cunt.
Yeah. Shocking.